From the Lodge Mahal in beautiful Round Rock, Texas, welcome to Poker Night at the Lodge. My name is Slick Rick, back with my partner in crime, Skull Mike. And Skull, we have got a dandy tonight.
Rick, what's going on? Happy Monday. It's Monday, right?
It's Monday.
We're watching football, yeah. I'm just a little thrown off after that Sunday stream, but
Yes.
We are here Monday, and we're going to play round and round tonight with some familiar faces, some action faces. And it's going to be, first round's going to be PLO, 1, 2, 5. And then once the button passes over the dealer, it will switch to 2, 5, no limit hold'em. So a little bit of mix of Omaha, no limit hold'em, 1,000 cap to start initially, but then it will be matched to stack. So as the night goes on, these stacks will rise.
And we've got some action players: Jeremy, Heisenberg, Soto, Swim, Son, Jacob High, Big Tony, and Aaron, all stream veterans. All have been here before, and you know, with anytime Big Tony over there in seat 8 is in this game, we're going to see some action. And we've got
Big Tony, High, Jacob. Don't forget about Jacob's action. Son in C5 is more of a PLO specialist, prefers the 4 card over the 2. And he's going to be showing up shortly, a little bit late in the 5 seat, but he's here now. So I am anticipating lots and lots of action tonight as we have cards in the air, and let's get it started.
Damon the Tatted One, the hot dog eating wonder, is first in the box tonight. And call your friends, folks, because this is going to be a dandy. 4 cards. There you see Big Tony. Big Tony was telling me about his trip to Vegas. People coming up to him left and right saying, "You're on the Lodge live stream, right?" He's a star. He's a star in the making. Jeremy calls the 10. There's Heisenberg. Raises it on up to 35.
Yeah, interesting raise here from Heisenberg.
Swim.
I thought he would be a little bit more cautious and just, lead towards a call there, but he raises it up.
Swim with a buck and a squirt. 3-bet.
Bullets. Swim is a very good PLO player. Just like Son in the 5 seed, he prefers PLO on the regular.
Queen, Queen 6, and all of a sudden, Swim hits trips. Continues his bet. 150 now. Heisenberg lets it go, and Swim, the early leader in the clubhouse.
See everybody here in the chat. Sharon, Nick, Jazzbo, Mark, what's going on? Fig Nuts, of course. All of our regulars. Derek, thank you. Thank you guys, Zoidberg, for showing up early. Waiting for the show to start, hitting that like button. Overtime like count is 400 tonight.
400. On it before 10:30.
Cutoff time's 10:30. Everybody knows that. It's a 10:30 cutoff.
And shout out to Curb Your Enthusiasm. Season premiere was last night.
I missed it. Did you watch it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, was
It's
it
gonna
good?
be as good as ever. Yeah.
Okay, nice. I'll watch it back.
Love that show.
Watched my first Squid Games episode the other
Haven't
day.
seen that one
A
yet.
little weird, but I'm gonna continue watching it.
Look at Heisenberg's got his crystal blue persuasion on the table. A little bag of some sort of substance, blue substance. We won't call it something bad, but it is blue. And it is
Crystal?
a substance. It is crystal.
Crystallized.
Yes. He's got all the props. Looking down at Jack 753, he's going to lay it down.
Grand Poobah in the
Pooh.
chat. I don't know if he's back from his vacation or not. Racer Nerd, Nakia.
Yes, they are back from their vacation. I think Aaron picked him up at the airport. I was playing poker before the game, the stream tonight with Aaron. I think he picked him up at the airport today.
Sucking up to the boss man.
Yeah, always suck up to the box.
What a kiss ass Aaron is. What a kiss ass.
3 ways to a flop. Damon's going to give it to us. Ace, 8, Queen, couple of hearts. 2 pair for Big Tony. But Jacob. Big Tony's going to lay it down. Jacob with the flush draw, and he's going to take it down. There you see Slick walking back. Look at that. Slick Rick. By the way, folks, if you were in the Austin area, Come to the lodge on Sunday in costume. You're going to get 2 hours of free play. And as a bonus, if you dress like Slick Rick, you might get an extra 2 hours from Slick Rick himself. But it's got to be a good costume. It can't be just
You
mailing
realize
it in.
you're killing your own. We have a sandwich bet that there's going to be more than one Slick
That's
Rick.
all right. I'm willing to take that. I want to see multiple Slick
Okay.
Ricks.
All right, I'm already up one sandwich, so that will be 2. Thank you.
I'm willing to give a sandwich to see multiple Slick Ricks in costume. But it's got to be good. It can't, I've got to be the judge. It doesn't really look like me. And none of this put a pillow under your shirt. That was bad. That was weak sauce.
What are you talking about?
You said put a pillow under your shirt.
What's wrong with that? And
I'm not Santa Claus.
And pencil and a goatee. Sounds exactly like Santa Claus.
My goodness.
I'm all about balling on a budget, Rick.
7
Halloween costumes on a budget. What better? Everyone's got a pillow. Stuff it under the shirt. Tommy Bahama. Come on into the lodge. Say 1 if you like it, 2 if you don't.
Setty McGetty.
That's all you need. Halloween is solved.
Now, it's fun times on Sunday, the 31st. Aaron's going to come along. 3 ways to a turn. Aaron with the best of it right now. Jack of spades.
No flush draws out there.
There's the 8. So just the 2 pair, deuces and trays and deuces. Hard to believe that would win a PLO pot, and it's probably not because I don't think Aaron's going to make this call.
Only 105 from Soto, but he lays it down, so Soto will get it through with his jack. Jeremy's not making that call, and Soto takes it down. He's got a new hat on tonight. If you remember his hat from last week, I think it was F Your Feelings.
Nathaniel Flax. How are you doing? There you see your cumulative winnings. Soto up top, just getting started here. It is going to be a wild night. 109 in the live chat. Overtime number is 400. And let me tell you, folks, I haven't been excited for a game like this in at least 2 weeks. It's just quite a lineup. All the people you'd want to see in a action-packed game. So let's see what happens here. I want to give a shout out to our friends at Poker Unicorns. We did a live stream yesterday, and I think we're going to do some more of that. I think they were very happy, and we might do some more of it.
Probably more on a Saturday, though. A little bit of mix of some of their players and some of the players that I fill. I think Saturday is ideal viewing, but they wanted to go Sunday for the first one, so that's what we did. But moving forward, we'll likely be back to the regular scheduled Saturday.
Looks like we're going to go 4 ways to a flop. And remember, we're going to do a round and round to PLO. When it crosses the dealer, when the button crosses the dealer, we'll switch back to Hold'em. Here comes the flop, 10-10-9. And, quadrophenia for Jacob. How can he get paid off on this?
Flops the absolute goods. And look at him just calm, cool, collected.
What if a king hits? Jeremy would be in
El Barocco. Swim has a king, though, so only one more king remaining in the deck, unless somebody else folded it.
Ooh, good fold. Jeremy folds. Eisenberg drawing dead. Everyone's drawing dead.
Oh, Eisenberg flopped the boat. Nine's full of 10, so flop boat to flop quads. Are you serious? Only 300 in the pot. Eisenberg will be calling. So we're going to go, how much did Jacob go for? I don't see Eisenberg folding here. Snap call, only $1.15. No raise, and he's going to see the bad news there. Just nods his head, shows the nines, and that's it.
What if a 9 on the river? Ooh.
Quads over quads. Have you seen that in PLO?
I have not seen it.
I have not seen that. I know it's highly possible. Don't recall ever seeing that. So I'm not that experienced in Hot Limit Omaha. Definitely don't have that many reps as I do on the Hold'em side. But that just would be disgusting.
And we know seat 5 is on its way. Son, a great action player will be sitting in seat 5 here in the next 15 minutes.
114 in the chat, a little low for our standards. Now 129 rising. Do us a favor, folks. Hit that like button so we can get some new folks in here.
We'll be back on Wednesday, and then Saturday, folks, is our big 25-50 game. Lots of people wanting in on that. That is going to be a 25-50 uncapped game on Saturday night, the 30th, the night before Halloween. Jacob sees his kings along with a diamond draw in there. High looks down at pocket eights and a flush draw, hearts. Some heart connectors. Big Tony and Aaron bow out. So does Jeremy over to Heisenberg. Heisenberg's going to call the 30. And Soto.
Lawrence, don't type in Red Rock in the GPS. Type in Round Rock. Don't want you going to Colorado, perhaps, Lawrence. Come on down to Texas.
Yeah, it's Round Rock.
Ace 9-4, 2 hearts, flush draw for high, pocket kings for Jacob.
Soto also with a flush draw.
Swim with the nut flush draw, so flush draws for all. Bet you a sandwich that it does not peel on the river rig.
No.
Not going to take that?
Lots of hearts already out there. 2, 4, 6, 7 in people's hands that we see. 2 on the board.
Plan C for 1-2. Plan C for 1-2.
Still could happen, though. All the flush people are in. Ooh, there's the 8 of diamonds. It was red.
Set for high.
Seti Maggette.
2 pair for Soto, queens and eights. And Swim is going to take a stab at this just with a pair of 10s.
10 Jack makes a straight, so he's got to worry about that.
Well, that's what he's repping. So I believe Swim bet more than 50. Got to get these graphics accurate. Action on high, and I believe it was a pot-sized bet from Swim or close to it. So high with the best hand here. Lays it down. Soto, I don't think, will make this call. We'll see. He has the check mark, but good on Swim there. Represents the Jack 10. Only has 2 10s, so a little bit of a blocker there. Knows that it's less likely for his opponents to be holding a 10. So that's why he fires in that bluff there with those 10 blockers to get that one on through and gets both high and Soto to fold better holding. So a next level play there from Swim takes down a nice sized pot.
Just getting started. There's your chip count right now. Everybody bought in for 1,000. It is match stack, so we anticipate lots of chips on the table within the next hour. There'll be a lot more chips on the table as all these players. Check out the bottom of the screen. We're going to have the Veterans stream November 10th, and we've got a special link. Should be in the description where you can click on the link and make a donation. DQ is matching up to 5,000 of whatever we can come up with from a Chatsville community. I think the other day I saw it up to about $750. So we want to raise $10,000. I think we can do it, especially with DQ's $5,000 matching donation. So that's November 10th. November 6th, of course, we're going to be out in Vegas, so there will be no stream on the 6th and the 8th. But we will be back on November 10th for sure for the Veterans Night.
Queens for Jacob here. Tony comes along here. Eisenberg, king 10, queen 7.
Sharon's putting the ice cream back in the refrigerator. She said she'll be right back. Ace 7-4, couple hearts. Nobody with an ace, so the queen from Jacob.
Yeah, Queen's still in the lead. Nobody with the flush draw. Nobody with a 5-6. But everybody going to tread lightly here as the action's on Tony. Tony checks it, so we'll take a turn card. 2 of diamonds. Flush draw now for Jacob along with the queen. So he has a stranglehold on this hand, but the 3-5 wheel, currently the nuts.
400.
Nobody has it, so Jacob says, I can't let this check around twice. Fires out 4 bills, and I don't see anybody continuing on this board at all.
He's kind of bluffing with the best hand. Jacob's going to take down a nice little pot. On to the next hand. It looks like we're going to be back. We're going to be at Hold'em now as the button crossed over the dealer. Damon, the tatted one, the hot dog eating wonder, with the handlebar mustache now. His mustache is starting to get really filled in. He's going to have to put the wax on the end of it, and who knows how.
That's something you should probably look into.
Yeah. There's Son, seat 5, bringing a bunch of black chips. That's what he does.
Still remember that day when you walked in here, you had a big smile on your face like a 12, 13-year-old girl who like lost her first tooth or got her braces off, came right in front of my face. He said, Skull, you didn't even realize. I shaved my goatee. You were so happy that day.
You didn't even notice.
No, I did. Of course I didn't notice. Pocket jacks for Jeremy. Back to 2 cards here. The wizard clicks the button and boom, back to Hold'em. 2-5.
Sharon says she's not a fan of Damon's handlebar
Well, it's
mustache.
either the handlebar mustache or perhaps he gets a tattoo of a mustache on his face. He's running out of skin.
8-5-3. Couple hearts. Jeremy looks like makes it 90. With his Dos Hermanos, the pocket jacks. Soto folds and Big Tony folds. And the first hand to Hold'em of the night goes to Jeremy in seat 1, a man who loved the lodge so much. He picked up and moved to Round Rock, Texas.
I was living in the Virginia area. Saw him today, was rocking cowboy boots. I'm like, purchased cowboy boots recently, huh? Like, ready to move down to Texas, buy some cowboy boots? You're really, taking it all? And he's like, no, I had them. We used to do some swing dancing as well, his wife and I.
Very nice.
So he said, no, we used to do some swing dancing in Virginia. I've had these. I call bullshit.
Bullshitter. 160 in the 3 in the live chat. The overtime number is 400 tonight. We will be back Wednesday night and then again on Saturday. I want to also mention if you have got your reservation in for the party on November 6th, you are a lucky one because reservations have now closed. So if you were sent me an email and got a confirmation from me saying you're in, then you are in. Probably send some sort of email out to everyone. It's on the 51st floor, penthouse suite. We'll have to give some instructions on how to get up there.
Oh, wow. I just realized, I made puppy arrangements, right, for Christmas time
Yes.
in Arizona. I think Dean and I forgot to make puppy arrangements for next week.
Uh-oh.
Not sure what we'll be doing with Bailey.
I'm sure somebody in the Chatsville would probably want a little puppy for a couple days.
How's Rocky sound?
Yeah, I think you take him to a kennel. They'll take care of him.
Rocky doesn't want 2 pups?
No,
You sure about this?
she probably would, but I'll ask her. Jack,
We're going to have to ask her.
Big Tony, Jack with a queen kicker in the lead. Soto looking for one of the 2s. He bets 80 and the aggression pays as Big Tony says, my Jack, 3rd pair, isn't that good, even though I had a straight draw. I'm going to fold.
Every hand or how? Every hand. Every hand.
Thank you for that kind comment, Justin. We appreciate that. Glad you are enjoying the stream.
Yeah, Justin.
Thank you for tuning in.
Very nice of you to say that. The posters of our stream regulars are starting to really take shape. We got 5 of them up. I know 2 more. On every one of these posters, folks, there's 5 stream regulars featured. So we've got 5 up and I think another 3 or 4 in production. So really adds some flavor to the rooms, and people love it. People are wanting us. Oh, you really? I was waiting for you to ask me to take a picture of me. So got a couple good ones tonight. So there you go, folks. They're up forever, or at least till the poster falls down off the wall.
And then Rick will step on them.
I seriously want to have everybody sign it. I think that would be cool. With a Sharpie.
Yeah,
Get to sign
that'd be
the
nice.
Seti Maggette for Swim. He's got the pocket 8s in first position there. What does he do here?
Getting the graphics right here. Swim has checked his option all the way around to the button, and we are 4-handed. So check, 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 and a bet from Soto goes out 105. Let's see what Swim elects to do. Might go for the check raise right here. Pretty wet board.
He does.
Does indeed go for that raise. Tony will probably get out of the way, and it will be heads up between Swim and Soto, both with an S, both with 4 letters, one with top set and another with trash. Soto has the flush draw, so maybe not so much trash. Might like to continue or even rip this with the overs and the hearts. And he goes for the rips. Swim never folding, so snap call, and we have an all-in race here.
Hand of the night so far, right here. 2,100 in the skillet. A flush draw versus Seti Maggette. 6 outs. That's not one of them. 5 outs now. That's one of them. So,
I think they ran it one time, so Max Payne.
Wow. Soto.
There for Swim, and he's going to pay out Soto full double.
Deuce of hearts for the win.
Yeah, he was drawing pretty thin there.
Ooh, 5 outs.
Swim takes it like a professional.
Yeah. Inside,
Steaming.
his insides are churning. Look at that tower of green.
It's a pretty large tower of green right there. Swim reaching into the bag.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
And Soto vaults to the top up 1.1. Swim now down at the bottom, throwing a joint party with Eisenberg. Both down 650. We'll forget about that extra dollar. And 1 round of PLO, and now we have Payne on the Hold'em round about halfway through. And then the game will switch back to 1-2-5. So I think this is the first time we've ever done a round and round stream. Maybe one other time, but mainly it's just either Hold'em or PLO. But nice little mix tonight. Let's see it in the chat. 1 if you like it, 2 if you don't. The PLO round and round Hold'em format tonight. So 1 if you like it, 2 if you don't. Just for format purposes, I'm going to go ahead and start us off with a 1. And Wimpy's in the building.
Wimpy!
Shout out to Wimpy.
My man!
Need to find a Wimpy sound clip or something.
I'm sure there is one.
Wimpy!
Character of Popeye, Wimpy. I believe Wimpy was the one who says, "I'd gladly pay you tomorrow for a hamburger today." Correct me if I'm wrong, Chatsville, on Popeye. That was the wimpy character.
DQ3 in the building with a bunch of chews. So I don't think DQ does not like round and round. The majority of it seems to like it there, except for Bimpy. We got
Bippy Malone.
Bippy Malone.
I like that name, Bippy Malone.
Sounds like a rapper. Not Post Malone, but Bippy Malone.
Bippy Malone could be the power forward.
Bruno doesn't like PLO because he doesn't play PLO. He asked for a seat in the game. I said, oh, it's a round and round. He says, no, thank you.
Combo draw for Son, who loves that. A wheel and a nut flush draw for Son. Big Tony.
Boy, Copacabana does not appreciate that.
All in for Big Tony with top pair, jack kicker. Quick call.
Back-to-back all-ins here with some action flops.
Looking for a heart or a 3. Ooh, now 2 pair for Big Tony. Heart or a 3.
Wow.
And a boat city for Big Tony. And Big Tony rocking the nice hat.
I like those colors on that hat. I've seen a few people rocking that one. Got to get more of those, Rick.
And High just passing out chips. You get 500. You get 500.
Yeah, I think Sun and High are wagering on the side a little bit. we'll let it happen.
As if the action was not enough. Interesting you say that, Zoidberg. Horse game, because right now in the back, the dealers are playing a mixed game that they're got deuce to 7 stud, Omaha, high-low, 8 or better, Badoogie. They're playing a bunch of different mixed games. I was in that game just prior to the stream. Won myself $75 in an hour. They're having fun back there.
Humble brag.
Well, $75. There you see the coin, one of our lodge coins in front of Heisenberg.
Bunker coin. The Bunker edition. He's got all 3 in the series.
He does. I saw one of the original ones in the case. I don't know how that came to be. They must have found it in a desk drawer, because there's one original one.
Wow.
I thought they were completely sold out. We're going to have to bring some coins to our party in Vegas. November 6th, 7 to 9:30 at Planet Hollywood.
Yeah, definitely bring a bunch of those. Got to start thinking about another coin for the series, too.
Yeah.
Folks, if you want to play in this game, follow the scroll on the bottom or visit thelodgelive.com. Looking for more players always. Big games, small games, PLO, Hold'em, whatever you fancy. We run it here, spread it on table 11.
Under the lights. Ted Gomez, that's funny you say that. They want to be, the dealers want that game to be on the live stream.
Sun has big trips here, and Tony and High both with a 9. And Tony's the one betting. Fires out 200. Sun with a smooth call.
Look at that smile from High.
High gets away. Good on High. High's not one to fold top pair very often, but now Big Tony in a world of hurt, 1% equity. We'll call it drawing dead. Now it's official. And Tony looks to be going into, oh, he ripped it all in. Tony rips it all in, but Sun only had $100 behind, so
not to a 9?
Only $100. I thought
no, he's dead.
Yeah.
No, dead to a 9. There we go.
I thought Sun had more behind. Drawing dead though, because High folded a 9, another 9 was dead pre, so the 9 wasn't coming.
210 in the live chat. Jimmy B's. Hey Skull, did Rick figure it out? You angled him on the Binion coin. Did I get a Flamingo coin and you got a Binions coin? Is that what happened? I didn't even get a choice. I was just given the Flamingo coin.
Jimmy.
Jimmy B, thank you. I gotta, man.
Jimmy B, that was our little secret, Jimmy B.
Man.
I picked a coin.
I picked a coin. I picked Binions. That's all right. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for what I got.
I'll trade you. I don't really care.
No, I'm thankful. God, Jimmy B.
Jimmy B, though. Why you gotta spill the beans, Jimmy? Thank you for that coin, Jimmy. Very
Yes.
nice, man.
Very nice.
Says he watches the stream all the time, and we appreciate that, Jimmy. Thank you so much. Matty J, the founder.
Jeremy doing all sorts of chips tricks. Check out seat 1 tonight. He'll do all sorts of chip tricks. Queen 7-6 Skittles. And High and Son are just so excited about the flop. Red or black, I guess they're going.
Yeah, these two are KISSING up in that tree. I mean, yikes. 7s for Tony and Eisenberg here, and the queen for Soto. Nobody with the 6 on this one, so Soto in a good spot. Checks around, so everyone gets to see a free river. It's the 4 of spades, changes nothing. Soto with the check mark.
Congrats, Derek, on your new job and the great results from the drug test. Always good to have those results back.
Says he's waiting on the drug test results.
Oh, okay. I thought you got him back.
He's sweating the drug test results. And of course, if C2 was to take a drug test, as he's all in right now for 235 and felt it going for the reload, I'd have my bet on Eisenberg failing with the drug test.
Ooh, Eisenberg.
You know, because he's a celebrity and all, and he's done so many seasons of Breaking Bad. But what does Biggie Smalls always say, Rick? The notorious B.I.G. What are some words of wisdom from?
I have no idea.
Never get high.
On your own supply.
There you go. Thank you. There it is.
I don't think it was him that created that.
Oh, it wasn't the actual C2?
No, I think it was that
Oh,
was around before.
Oh, okay. We'll give credit to the notorious, not TJ, but the B.I.G., the original.
Derek, I don't think folks anymore look too harshly on THC in the drug test. I think they're looking for a little bit more than THC, but I don't think you got much to worry about. Years ago, I was a manager of a telecommunications company and interviewed a nice young lady, and she took the drug test and came back with nearly every drug known to man. And I said, I'm sorry, we can't hire you. She said, oh, yeah, I was wondering about that. I said, you either know or you don't if you're going to fail. If you have every drug known to man. She said, yeah, I kind of thought I wasn't going to get this job. There you go.
Son here raising it up with the jacks. $60 called from Tony, call from High. Both with a suited queen 10 and a 6-5. 8 deuce 3 Skittles. Safe flop for Son. Like to see him go somewhere along the lines of half pot. But he goes for the overbet jam to 650. So what are you getting called by? Only something that has you crushed.
3 out of the last 4 hands, he's been all in.
So creating a wild man type of image. But left a little bit of value out there.
Jacob is just the middleman as the chips are going back and forth between High and to have chips off the table that they're using for their special bet. Hello, Stephen Reisman. Good to see you in Chatsville.
Papa Skull in the building. I haven't spoken to him in a few days. Hope he's doing well. Been busy, Rick. Streams, house stuff. Sold a chair today.
Sold a chair. Guy Venmo'd you right there. Good stuff.
Sold a chair, but I need a new chair. I need like a living room lounger.
Yeah.
Not one of the old ones that you sold. I don't need a 1970 rocker. What?
I've got a nice one now.
Where'd you get it from?
I went to rooms to go. 10.65. Took a while, but I love it.
How long did it take?
Comfortable.
Like
Took
a month?
few months.
Oh my god! Just for a chair?
It's-
Like I understand the couches, even the chairs are taking months
Yeah.
to be delivered.
If it's anything coming from overseas in a container,
You're screwed.
is very tough right now. Nobody with a 10. The pocket deuces are in the lead. 2 pair for Soto. And Son is going to win with a bet.
People are connecting with these flops tonight. It was amazing the stream we did yesterday. So many multi-way, like no, the V-pips were through the roof.
Oh, they were.
But we were going 4 or 5-way to a flop, and everybody was whiffing, hitting a turn, but like the flop was just cold and bare. Not the case tonight, as we've had multiple all-ins. This is the last hand of Hold'em, and then once that button crosses over Damon, the game will switch back to PLO. I'm sorry, Copacabana. I'm sorry, DQ. That's just the way it's going to be tonight.
Joke of the night coming in 25 minutes. One if you like it, two if you don't. Everyone knows the rules. This one was sent in again by June Almer. She sent me a joke, and we'll see if you're going to like it. One if you like it, two if you don't.
Cheryl asking if we saw the Ferrari parked out front today. I did not. Did you see a Ferrari outside?
No. I saw the brand new Bronco in seat 1 and
in seat 1?
not in parking space 1. My next contract, I'm going to have that as slick space when I renew my multi-year contract.
For someone who walks 3 miles a day, that's pretty freaking lazy. And look at this, Jeremy making moves here in the small blind, 3-betting with 9-7 of clubs, and then boom, top 2, Aaron with the overpair. Captain Skull speaking, buckle your seatbelts.
See what Aaron does. I think he's going to raise this. Wants the flush draws to pay for it.
I mean, Jeremy just with a pot-sized jam to come, and so Aaron just rips it here.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Aaron stunned. Will have counterfeit opportunities here on the turn more than likely. Now picks up a world of outs, has the
11
hearts,
outs.
plenty of outs. And there's one of
Oh,
them.
my goodness.
That's what happens when you play 9-7, try to get frisky. Sometimes your plan backfires even when you connect with top 2, runner for the 9 seat, and poker justice as he felts the 1 seat and the 1 seat reaching for more chips.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
And it looks like Jeremy reaches into his bag of chips and is pulling out a banana chip, which is worth 1,000. Chip values, yellow chips, 1,000. You see one on top of seat 3 stack. Purple chips, you see that in seat 4. Those are 500. Black chips, of course, 100. Green chips, 25. Red chips are $5. So all of a sudden, an hour into the show, we've got yellow chips on the table, folks.
What's up, Rocket Box? Thanks for joining us. That was the last hand of Hold'em. So we do 1 orbit of Hold'em and then 1 orbit of PLO. So now we will switch back to the 4 card. And that was a pretty active round of Hold'em. Multiple all-ins. And you bet your sweet cheeks that there will be some all-ins on this next orbit of PLO as these stacks are now much, much deeper.
244 in the live chat as we keep boosting and boosting and boosting. I think by the end of the night, we're going to have a lot of people in this live chat due to the action. Slick Rick Skull Mike, as always, here at the Lodge Mahal, located in Round Rock, Texas, off exit 251. Off of I-35, just 15 minutes from the capital of Austin. And
15 minutes.
15-minute drive from the Capitol.
You've been really...
Capitol building.
You've added a couple MPHs on that Bronco. A little heavy on the foot?
Oh, that's fun to drive.
So you posting videos
Put
with
the
the
top
sunroof
down. Oh, my
thinking
God.
you're driving on, like Santa Monica or the California coastline. I mean,
Got my sunglasses on. I love
please.
it.
If people can see you, you don't want to cause accidents on the road.
People keep coming up to me and say, what color is that? That is an amazing color. Cactus gray. That's what it's called.
Cactus gray.
Yeah, it's gray with just a tinge of green. Amazing color. Can no longer give me crap about a Honda Pilot.
It could be like booger gray.
No, it is not booger gray.
No?
Booger gray is much deeper green.
Ribbit gray?
Nope. Cactus.
Cactus gray.
Aaron in PLO is going to
Kind of like cactus gray.
raise to 155. Son calls, as does Jacob. 3 ways to a flop.
Every call you have a good call. Every hand is a good call.
Here comes the flop. Ace 5-5. 2 pair for Jacob. And for Son, but Son right now with the ace king to go, the king to go along with it. Checked all the way around. 10 of diamonds. Nobody with a diamond draw. Son way in the lead. Now he picks up a straight draw to go along with his 2 pair.
See? Good card. Yeah. It's a good card.
Ooh, cool pass.
Son will scoop and gets a little
I like
bonus.
the levels we got tonight. Is
Yeah.
this the exact same levels we had the other night, or did you tweak them when I
I haven't tweaked anything.
When I went out of the booth a little bit yesterday and played, was there a slight tweak or no?
No.
Same levels.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good.
It's very good.
Did not miss the joke, Jazzbo. Come on now, you know this. You are a regular. Joke of the night, 9:15. Still has 17 minutes.
Nakia says good call for calling around and round. Yeah, I like this too. I think this should be.
Yeah, the majority likes it. Some of our regulars and fan favorites did not. Can't please everybody, no matter what you do. I always have a couple people that go the other way, but we love Copacabana. We love DQ. And they're troopers. I'm sure they're still tuning in and watching, even though.
I mean, 95% of our streams are Hold'em.
Yeah.
So we're true to our roots.
Yeah, we just gotta spice it up every now and then. Throw a little curveball. You can't throw the same pitch every stream. People are just gonna catch on and start hitting homers over the green monster, unlike Rick with the joke of the night. Although you're on a 37 game hit streak, right?
43 in a row.
Self-proclaimed 43. Watch out, Joe DiMaggio. Rick's coming.
This one is sent in from June. Ace 6-3, couple of spades. Spade draw for Big Tony.
Spade draw for Son. Open-ended there, so combo draw with the 4-5.
Big Tony puts out 200. Love that hat, Big Tony. He said, I don't know how people knew me in Vegas from the Lodge live stream. I said, are you kidding? You've got the most recognizable beard in the country. Big Tony! It's like ZZ Top.
Son has ripped this. All you can eat with a Mountain Dew on the side. Putting pressure here on Tony. Don't see Tony making this call.
Yeah.
Doesn't even have nut spades. Could be dominated to somebody's king high. No pair. Player to act behind in Soto. And
DQ with the $99 super chat. DQ always supports the Lodge no matter what type of stream they choose to host. Thank you, DQ, for your support. We're looking forward to seeing you in less than 2 weeks. can't believe it. We've been looking forward to this party so long,
Yeah,
and it's literally less than 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
Big Tony really thinking about this. He is in the lead percentage-wise right now, and he's going to lay it down.
Now Son's going to be free rolling here against Soto.
Four cards.
That's if you call it, then I feel much better about it.
Combo draw there. Open ender and a flush draw, but Big Tony had the better flush draw, but
You win. You were ahead. Yeah. I had a better speed draw. You were ahead. You're ahead of both of us.
cumulative winning. Soto up 1,200, Son up 1,100, Aaron 829, 479 for Jacob. Everyone else is losing. Right now, Jeremy and Heisenberg are throwing the party right now. Dinner for 4 at a nice downtown restaurant with a couple bottles of nice wine. Jake Stein in the Chatsville just got the boys to bed now. Sipping on some Caribbean cask.
Vini.
14-year.
Sounds pretty good. I haven't had a sip of alcohol in about 10 days, Rick.
Wow. Heisenberg asked me the other day, do you want me one of these cigars? He offered me a nice cigar. I said, look.
You didn't ask me for a cigar.
Is it an expensive one? He said, yeah. I said, then don't give it to me because I wouldn't enjoy it the way I should.
You didn't say ask Skull if he wants, but that wasn't what came out of your mouth next.
I didn't. I just said, you keep it if it's expensive. He said it is.
Thanks for looking out.
It's like me and like somebody who wants to buy a nice expensive bottle of wine. Just don't waste it on me because I really wouldn't be able to tell the difference between a $300 bottle of wine and a $25 bottle.
I haven't had any booze because I was under the weather for about a week there, so I just don't want to be boozing and recovering.
How hard are you going to go in Vegas? Depends on if you enter the main event.
Don't know. I'm gonna enjoy myself on the party night for sure. Absolutely.
I'm going to start pre-gaming around 3 p.m. that day.
Are you?
No, I'm just kidding.
Keg stands, the top of the floor. That'd be nice.
No, it's going to be a nice
Why
party.
don't we buy? Buying a keg would not have been a bad idea, actually. The little kegger, like the old days, at the Sammy house, Rick. What you know about that?
$500 is the bet. Oh no, did he go?
Big Tony
all in?
has nuts here. Nuts
Going all in.
straight. 9-10 Jack King Queen. Son with the blockers with 2 of them.
Ooh, DQ with the $99 super chat wants to take Mike and Nina to Cirque du Soleil show in Vegas, but Skull won't tell me what they want to see. Help him out, Chatsville. Wow.
I've been to Cirque du Soleil. I've seen that already. And DQ, I don't want you. I just don't know exactly my schedule 100% yet. There's still a slight chance I might have a work responsibility on Friday, and I might have to. So I just don't know. That's the main problem. That's why I'm jerking your chain, because I'm not 100% where I'm going to be at what time, and I don't want you to go out of your way for nothing. But I will talk to you privately, and we'll figure something out.
Thank you, though, DQ, for the super chat. As always, it's going to be a fun time. We've been talking about November 6th so long, it's hard to believe that it's literally just around the corner.
We're going to have like a springtime party to post to look forward to.
There's a caravan of folks on my Saturday morning 6 a.m. flight. Poobah, Nakia will be on there with me. Another friend of mine told me he's on that flight. It's going to be a fun time. Get to the airport around 4:30. Get on the flight and just sleep until Vegas. 150 is the raise from swim.
Sure you would, DQ. Nina will not be there until I am there. Let's see what we got here. Jacob makes the call. Swim raised it up. 7, 8, 9, queen.
I'd go to the Beatles one. That's probably a good one.
I'm good.
You ever seen Blue Man Group? That's a good show.
I've watched Joe how many times on stream?
No, the actual show.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's
Fun,
what we're talking
fun
about?
time. Here comes the flop.
Haven't seen Blue
8
Man
Jack
Group.
3.
Joe in a while. If you're out there, perhaps he's on a milk carton.
Nice little wrap from Tony. 7, 9, 10. Loving that. Seti. No, I thought that was Seti Maggette. It was a 8-6 for Soto. So really, Big Tony, percentage-wise, has the best hand. Pair of nines and a wrap. Purple chip out there for Swim. Calls the 200. We'll get 300 back in change because the purple one is $500. So heads up between Big Tony and Swim. There's another jack. So that may slow some things down a little bit.
Large pot here. Tony checks here. Let's see if Swim gets frisky. Does not on the turn.
So there is two pair is going to win this.
Not really the river card that Tony wanted to see. So if another check comes from Tony, will Swim pull the trigger? 1.2 in the middle. 668 behind here from Tony. In a trick spot.
Nines.
Wow.
And Big Tony does take it down.
I thought Swim would go for it there if the opportunity came there, but
Yeah, there was no way Big Tony was going to be able to call that.
no, Swim rips it. It's getting through there, so Tony dodges the bullet. Wins a nice size pot, 1,200, so he'll take it.
Steven Reisman says he's over the hill now, but he was there for Hagler Hearns. The 80s, folks, bar none, the best years for boxing, especially in that division. Hagler Hearns, Leonard, Duran, you name it. Then, of course, all the Tyson. I told a story the other night. Me and a buddy are out there for the Tyson Carl the Truth Williams fight. We're at Caesar's Palace in the sportsbook. He goes, places the bet on the over 3 rounds. By the time he gets to our seat from the betting cage, the fight was over. 90 seconds. Lost that bet.
Big Tony just went to that Fury Wilder fight with his son, so that was pretty cool. He enjoyed himself.
Yeah, the 80s the boxing was, now it's more MMA and Ultimates and, you know, it's just not the characters you have in boxing anymore. I think Thomas the Hitman Hearns was my favorite.
I don't really have a favorite. I don't have a favorite boxer.
In that group of boxers
I
between
don't have
Hagler,
I don't have a
Hearns.
favorite fighter in general, like in UFC or
Yeah, I don't.
boxing. I just like watching good fights. I don't really care who it is.
Queen 5 deuce, couple of spades out there. Nut spade draw for Song.
Top 2 for Tony.
Hey, Derek, thank you for that compliment. Very nice of you to say that. 250 in the live chat. Joke of the night comes in 5 minutes. One if you like it, two if you don't. Everyone knows the rules. Here's a big bet from Song. 725. He puts out a little bit too many chips out there. Now it's an all-in for Big Tony. Boy, this escalated quickly. 2 pair for Big Tony. Flush draw for Son.
Son.
Son. You say tomato, I say tomato, but either way, it's a giant pot.
How do you pronounce his name backwards?
Nas.
Just rips it, just gambling here, just with the flush draw. You know, like, no backdoor, and just spades, banking on spades.
Just spades. Big Tony with 2 pair. Ran a backdoor club, he says.
Percentage is favoring Son here for the cards that have already been folded, so let's see. Blank
Now
on the turn.
Vastly shifts, now 75% to Tony. No spade. Oh, the spade! Oh, my goodness. Oh, they're running it twice. Oh, always good to win the first.
I think he's going to win. Ooh.
Now
I think he's going to scoop. I think the scoop's coming.
King
Scoop
10 is the
Broadway.
Scoop City.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
Full scoop for the
Oh,
5
my
seed
goodness.
as Tony takes one on the chin.
And that is Max Payne, trademark DQ.
It can only be Max Payne if you run it one time.
Oh.
If you're trademarking DQ. But 2 times,
But 2
a
times
scooper.
is just double the pain.
Nice evening out at the steakhouse. You had such a good time. You go to Baskin Robbins. You ask for 2 scoops, little dessert, and $3,800.
Wow. Scoop, scoop. Look at all those chips. Damon is stacking them to the moon. $1,728 in front of Son.
This was your stack, right? Yeah.
1728 has to come from Big Tony.
YOLO, huh? You be back, hold on.
We got a lot of money.
Over there, this one.
4 more hands.
1701, 1, 2, 3.
I think he had him covered. He didn't even have 1728 in front of him. So he's going to get all of it. Big Tony will put more chips onto the table, and we'll go on to the next hand. Joke of the night coming up after this next hand. Yeah, PLO escalates very quickly, and you saw there that Son got it in there with just a flush draw, ran it twice, hit the flush, and then runner straight. There's your chip count, 3,800. Son and Swim both winning 3,800. Actually, they're not winning. That's what they have in front of them. That's their stack right now. $272 in the live chat. Thank you all for joining us tonight on Monday Night Madness. We're doing round and round tonight. Round of PLO, round of Hold'em. Every time the button crosses over to the 1 seat, we change games.
Smash that like, people. Trying to cross over 300 in the chat. The likes help us. And if this is your first time watching, please subscribe. Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, we are streaming here from the bunker in Round Rock.
Yes, Derek, there is overtime tonight. Overtime tonight was set at 400. We are sitting at 129. Joke of the night coming immediately after this hand. 1 if you like it, 2 if you don't. Everyone knows the rules. Here comes the flop from Damon the Tatted One, the hot dog eating wonder. Jack 10-5, a couple of diamonds. Nobody with a diamond draw. 2 pair for Aaron. Open ender for Jacob. Three ways to a turn. Jacob gets there. Broadway. There is no diamonds. Jack Queen is Broadway. Jacob goes all in, even though there's diamonds out there. He's not worried.
Yep, probably figures if one of these gentlemen had diamonds, they would have let out there on the turn.
There you go. So here's the joke of the day, joke of the night.
Woohoo! That's it, right? One if you like it, two if you don't. That's a 1 for me right there.
One if you like it, two if you don't. Everyone knows the rules. This one was sent in from June. A man was dining at a fancy restaurant. There was a gorgeous redhead sitting at the table next to him. He had been checking her out since they sat down, but lacked the nerve to talk to her. Suddenly, she sneezes, and her glass eye comes flying out of its socket towards the man. He reflexively grabs it out of midair and holds it back. Oh my, I'm so sorry, the woman says as she pops her eye back in place. Let me buy you dinner to make it up to you, she says. They enjoy a wonderful dinner together, and afterwards they go to the theater, followed by drinks. They talk and laugh. She shares her deepest dreams, and he shares his. She listens. After paying for everything, she asks him if he would like to come to her place for a nightcap and stay for breakfast. They had a wonderful time. The next morning, she cooks a gourmet meal with all the trimmings. The guy is amazed. Everything had been so incredible. You know, he said, you are the perfect woman. Are you this nice to every guy you meet? She says, no, you just happened to catch my eye. There you go. One if you like it, two if you don't. Everyone knows the rules. A little witty one tonight.
I thought you were going somewhere else with it. I thought you were going to a dark, dark place.
There you go. One if you like it, two if you don't. Everyone knows the rules.
Somehow I just thought about sticking something into an empty eye socket.
Wow. God, oh my, going dark on us. My goodness.
We'll give you a 1. We'll give you a 1. It was long, but the delivery was smooth. It was clean, and you were trying to move fast. You didn't stumble.
Wow. Skull Mike gives me a 1. Very rare. Mark it down, folks. DQ gives me a 2. Everyone else give me 1s, a couple 2s. Jake Stein pre-voting and giving a 1. Grand Poobah gives it a 1. Nakia a 1. So from the Strazera household, 2 1s. Sharon Barth, oh my God, Skull. Stephen Reisman gives me a 1.
I thought that's where he was going with it for some odd reason.
Diggity says, that's what I was thinking too.
Sometimes you just got to stick it in. Never mind.
My goodness. Jaspo Poker, it made me laugh, LOL. There you go.
That's right, Annie. That's indeed why they call me Skull Mike.
There we go. Another semi-hit. I'd call it a double. Poop, are you making fun of me when I say lots of 1s, couple 2s, LOL? Phil gives me a 1. Ted Gomez, 43 hits in a row.
The delivery was pretty smooth for rapid fire. Usually when you start rambling and going a little bit over the speed limit, there's a couple stumbles or bumps in the road, but you got it out.
I've learned that I've got to keep it to about a minute, or else I lose you. I look at your eyes.
Not only me.
Only me. When your eyes start to glaze, I know I've got to wrap it up. That's my red light. Wrap it up, Rick.
Can't argue with that.
We'll be back with another joke on Wednesday night, and all in from high, and I don't think he even looked at his hand. As a matter of fact, I know he didn't look at his hand.
Yeah, that might have been a better punchline. I'll keep an eye out for you instead of you caught my eye. I like that better, indeed.
Yes, it was getting into the danger zone.
When you go and tell that joke in, in about 47 streams from now, just mix up the punchline.
Yeah,
Okay?
we can do that.
See? Wasn't the only one.
Andy says he was thinking about a dark place too.
We have an all in here brief. Look at this. Look at this little straddle action that we got on here. These boys putting money over the line here, crossing their fingers, saying a little words of wisdoms to the poker gods up above. Folds all the way around here. There's no way. High begging for a call, gambling. Straddle's all in.
$277 in the live chat. Jacob counting up his stack. High all in for 443. Did High just go all in over the top?
Put some chips in it.
Yeah, he did. 1555.
Son.
Son
Don't
went,
confuse Son and High.
Yeah, High went all in, and Son raised over the top.
Oh, I see it. I see it. How I not see it? I don't see it over here.
Come on. Keep it up.
Yeah, I don't have good card.
I don't know.
So this is basically a flip between Sai and Son. High and Son.
Sai?
Sai
Is Sai
is not
playing
here.
tonight? We're losing you early. After the joke of the night, you're just checked out? You punched out?
If Son and High had a baby, it would be Sai.
Last name not Stone, though.
No. Basically a flip here. They're just flipping coins here. Two hearts.
Every heart in the world Son has. Has the flush. Oh, he has the 9. Lock it up. Check mark.
goodness.
Son running like the sun. Can't be beat tonight. Oh, here's the boat on top of it. Just adds insult to injury. High will be stacked and felted.
He just reaches for another stack of chips.
That's it. It's easy as that. 1, 2, 3. Reload.
I hear it so well.
I mean,
How do you have 4 hearts in hand, 3 on the flop, win the side bet, and then also the main? 100.
and High is going to reload for another 1,000.
I'm gonna match you, whatever you got.
How many hours I want to clock now? Yeah, it's coming now.
Oh shit, I need 5 of spades. Yeah, exactly. 5 of spades, yeah. Sorry, man.
I was like this close to calling this close up. I felt like you were close. You were watching.
Like the Matrix in the middle.
Look all the kids to me, yeah? Huh? Got look all the kids here.
That's what it looks like.
Son of 3.4. Jeremy, Big Tony, Swim, and Eisenberg all down 1.2.
How many diamonds?
4 diamonds.
I expect these results to vary. There's definitely going to be more players climbing up the leaderboard as this evening goes on.
Yeah,
150 likes where we're sitting at. Need more than that for OT tonight, folks.
Ted says, save your best joke for Norm and Chad. I may have to bring one out, my best ever, and bring it out. Because you know Norm and Chad is going to be on fire that night. That's coming
Probably
January
going to
12th.
be something with like a cheeseburger and a hand job.
Could be that one, or who the hell is Skull Mike? I'll put, who the hell is Norm and Chad? I think that might be a joke I might help tell that night.
That might be a good one.
think that's exactly what
No spoilers to our regulars, Rick. No spoilers. You blew it.
They'll forget.
No, they're not like you. They never forget. Fig nuts, Bosnia forever. They don't forget. Jimmy B. High with the Cowboys and Jacks makes it 195 to go. Action on Aaron, and he raises it. High's just going to end up probably ripping this in right now. 3 bets to 700. High just reloaded for 1,000. This is getting all in back-to-back hands. It's the all-in high stream.
Son is just collecting every chip on the table.
Yeah, it's a box of Skittles. Son's folding, Jacob's folding, and High will go all in, and cards will be on their back. Let's get naked. Here we go.
Come on, folks. You got to love this. Yellow chip on the table. That's 1,000.
High at 90% equity. That's why I don't play this game too often. It's all in every hand. You can get got too often. But we're doing it here. We're all back-to-back hands. High with the check mark. Aaron
3, 4, 6.
drawing dead.
It's drawing dead. Never good.
No other ace. No aces in the deck.
And High is going to pick up a nice yellow chip there.
Get felted one hand, full double on the next. It's as easy as that.
But you know what? He smiles every time, regardless of what happens. These guys just having some fun. Aaron didn't look like he had too much fun on that hand.
Coach Summers in the building.
Hello, we got Racer Nerd, Coach Summers, Nakia.
All the moderators in here. Very nice.
I think they're all going to be, they will all be at
Vegas.
the party in Vegas. We're going to have a special Blue Wrench section just for Nakia, Coach Summers, and Racer Nerd. We'll have to raise a toast. Skull Mike, you're going to have a toast ready.
Just going to wing it off the top. Don't worry about me. I'll show up.
All right.
I'll deliver.
The owners of the lodge are going to be there. Of course, DQ. Lots of vloggers. And some professional poker players. We know Chance Corneth, Justin Young, and Boski, and Mariano.
Johnny Vibes.
Johnny Vibes.
Rude Poker.
Rude Poker. We got a lot of people.
Lynn.
Yep. Hoping just somebody walks in off the street, like a guy named Daniel or Phil or Antonio.
I think that's going to be tough.
I don't know, man.
Not going to rain on your parade.
I don't know.
I'll let you keep hoping. I won't turn them away.
A who's who is coming to celebrate. And why are we doing this, folks? We're doing this to thank you, the people of Chatsville.
And who?
You, and most especially you, the people of Chatsville who got us 18,200 subscribers as we came in the booth tonight. Not too shabby.
What's up, Steven? Nice to see you in the chat. Islanders back-to-back shutouts. It's all good. Jake Stein talking about PLO. We know he hates PLO, so come on, Jake. We're back to hold him now. 2-5, 2 cards. 10-6-7. Top for Aaron, a 7 for Jacob. Gut shot for Soto. Hello, San Antonio News. DJS, a fan of PLO.
Heads up. Hold'em variety now. King of diamonds. So pair of 10s with the ace kicker is better than a pair of 7s with an ace kicker. 97% to win this pot. A 7 of diamonds is all that can come for Jacob. That's it. That's all that's left in the deck to help him. That is what we call a one-outer. Just don't worry, Jacob's just in the hand. Just pass it right in front of his nostrils. And Jacob is going to call. I think he laid it down there. And Aaron's going to win the pot. On to the next hand. Damon the Tatted One, the hot dog eating wonder. Jordan is going to be giving him a break here. Not too distant future as we hit 9:30 Central Time. Already had the joke of the night. Want to thank everybody for voting. And we got another hour to overtime. 400 was where we needed. I'm going to see exactly where we are right now.
Well,
we're sitting at 168. So short of the overtime. It's a light night, 276 watching in the live chat. And fans of the Yoda of Chatsville is going to be at the party. So excited. Cheryl Spencer will be there. So many people who are stars of Chatsville. It's going to be fun to say, oh, you're Sharon. You're Cheryl. You're the princess of V-Pip. Maybe we should have name tags for everybody. Doubt that will work, but probably not. Heads up, Swim versus Aaron.
No name tags. What is this?
Well, people want to know. You're in.
You know how you figure that out? You introduce yourself to somebody you don't know.
895.
Hi, my name is Skull. What's your name?
They're going to know who you are.
Are they?
Open-ended straight draw. And certainly anybody who appeared on our chats, they'll know. Big Tony will be there. Looking straight at the camera. 7 of clubs. Aaron has locked it up with his straight. The nuts.
Aaron firing out 240. Giving a good price to Swim here to continue with his open-ender. Makes the call, so a nice bet here from Aaron. Building up a pot, Stone Cold Nutter Butters.
Nine of hearts, doesn't matter.
I think Swim will be going into check fold mode. Don't see him leading river. Don't see Aaron slowing down.
That board pair may slow him down. He does. He just shows the...
Didn't think Aaron would slow down there even with the board pairing.
Wait a second. Why are they giving it to Swim?
Okay, so the Wizard spoke to me about 20 minutes, said there was a weird hand coming up.
Okay.
Where the graphics were off.
Okay.
Must have been a misread, and he said Aaron was involved in the hand, so that's what that happened on that one. That was a misread. So
every now and then that
yeah,
mostly happens with the 9 seat.
Yeah, the 9 or the 1 when it rolls over there is usually more when you have the misread. So we'll just move on. Misread did not have. We're not sure what he had, so don't worry about that.
What's the over under that Skull wears a hoodie to the party?
Yeah, good question, Jimmy. Usually when I'm in Vegas, I class it up a little bit.
Do you really? What, like a sport coat? I'm not wearing a sport coat.
Don't worry about me, Rick. Just worry about yourself. Wear your Tommy Bahama flip-flops and a jean.
No, I'm not wearing. I never wear flip-flops in my life. Skechers, baby. Skechers.
Then I can let you in the club with Skechers, though.
I'm probably not clubbing.
Why not?
That's not me. 5'3", 6", and pretty soon it's not going to be you either. You act like you're all young and shit. It's coming, man. You're going to be that guy, that creepy old guy at the bar, where the young girls are saying, "Who's that guy?" It's coming. It comes to all of us. 175.
I don't think I'm there yet.
Seti McGetty for Aaron.
That's scary to even think about, though. Skechers. 3, 4,
Song
5,
with
6.
4 outs, a deuce or a 7.
Set of 5s for Aaron here. That might save Son a little bit here as that 4 of hearts. Check, check. Aaron electing for a little bit of pot control here. Let's see if Son takes the bait. 800 in the middle. Aaron won't be folding, so whenever Son bets, probably just gets snapped off from Aaron. Goes check. Now will Aaron go for some value? Like to see a half pot bet here, somewhere along the lines of about 400. Goes for 350, it looks like. Thank you, Nakia. I am not that guy. Rick has a lot of experience with creepy old guys because he is one.
It's happened a few times.
We can
I'm just
roll
gonna
back.
say that.
You were a creep when you were younger, with
I
you
wasn't.
rolling around in your car watching little kids play football on the street. I know that's what sparked the your career.
See, you're making something very ugly out of something very nostalgic of kids playing football in the streets.
Every time my phone beeps for an Amber Alert, I'm expecting to see the 4-door Bronco now.
No. That's not right. What I'm talking about is being nostalgic about kids actually playing outside and not playing inside their video games. There was a time.
What a beautiful world.
There was a time in America where kids actually went outside to play.
It's because there was no internet.
True.
So you're blaming the internet.
Maybe.
Because of the internet is why we have a beautiful stream here from the lodge in Round Rock.
Yeah.
Take
There
a
are
look
good
at
things and
Slick's
bad
room.
times.
Yeah, there you go.
Cumulative winnings, Son up 31 flavors. Jacob up 979, Soto up 752. High is up $48. Interesting. Everyone else is down. Look at all the people down between 12 and 1,300. We got 3 of those. A lot can happen, though. We're back to the 2-card variety.
Is Fignuts going to make the party, or is he still going with his excuse of a fishing trip? It's the first weekend of fishing. You know what you could do on the next weekend? You could go fishing. On that following weekend, you can't come to the party. So Fignuts, it's called kayak.com, Southwest Delta, whatever you fancy, American, who cares? Book the flights and let's go.
Lots of people want to see
Six-way.
this flop. Damon will give us the Jack 3-9, couple of clubs. A pair of jacks for Aaron. 2 clubs and a pair for High.
Did play hockey in the street, Jimmy.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of hockey in the street.
Absolutely.
Played football.
Somebody in the chat
Well, not
said,
in the street, on the grass. Football. I'm not getting
One of the-
tackled on the cement.
No, it's 2 below. And Johnny Hunter, exactly. When a car comes, one of the kids yells, "Car!" Everybody stops, goes to the side. lets the car go, and you go back to playing. Those were the days. It kills me not to see that.
Those
in
were the
streets.
days. I can relate to the car. 200 to go.
Uh-oh.
here.
Uh-oh. A banana in the middle.
High's all over this board with 2 pair and the flush draw. All over this board.
That yellow chip there, just $1,000. That's all it is.
Multiple people here open-ended here. A nice 3-bet from High. Wants to take it down right here, and if you want to dance, it does take 2 to tango. High, more than willing to accept a partner. But I don't know if anybody's going to continue here. Big Tony stuck a little bit, might be in gamble mode, thinking about it, caressing his elbow, petting his elbow like a newborn puppy, reaching for black chips. Big Tony with plenty of people to act behind him, but he don't care. He's a boss. He's a baller. He's sitting in the 8th seat saying, if I hit my card, I'm going to win a big pot. I think he's going to be ending up folding, though. Folds. Aaron, don't see Aaron coming along here with his jack and a baby kicker in the 4.
Yes, I agree with you, Bob. That's how it is now with the kids. And Aaron looks like he's going to toss it away. He does. And Jacob's going to let it go. And High's going to win himself a nice pot. Good bet from High.
Fair enough, Fig. Going on a father-son trip, a hunting trip, not a fishing trip. We'll let him go. Have fun. Report back.
I like that Bananarama when a yellow chip goes in the pot. Can use that one. So you're scheduled to go out there Thursday through Sunday, and I'm going to be there Saturday through Tuesday.
I'm there from like Thursday to Tuesday.
Oh, you are? You're coming back?
But again,
Tuesday?
my plans are all. They can all be adjusted. Nothing's permanent. Something might pop up early. Something might pop up late. I might enter a tournament.
Who knows?
I don't know what's going to happen.
Never know.
I might be dead in the ditch come Sunday.
Don't say that.
It's all possible. It's all on the table. We might find Sai at the Baccarat table. Might have to go rescue him. You never know what's going to happen.
Ace-9 Jack, couple of hearts, 2 pair for High. One thing you know that's going to happen between Sunday and Tuesday. One thing is guaranteed. What do you think that one thing is guaranteed?
Say again, sorry. Between Sunday and Tuesday?
Between Saturday and Tuesday, something is going to happen other than the party. There's 2 things.
You're going to go to Pizza Rock
There
on
you
Sunday.
go.
Yeah.
Pizza Rock and the party. Guaranteed.
I only need one guest. Snap call. Ship it to daddy.
Those are guarantees. For me. I don't know about anybody
Order
else.
a damn pizza to the party.
Maybe. Somebody, one of the people who said they're coming said they're bringing a pizza.
It's probably
Pizza Rock.
going to be Sharon or Cheryl.
No, it was. I want to say who it was. There's your cumulative winnings, and we realize some of the red numbers are harder to see. So sorry, folks. Just the new software upgrade. 3,100 for Song, leading the way. Down at the bottom, Big Tony throwing the party right now. Down 1,400. Heisenberg down 12. Jeremy down 1,300. Yes, Racer Nerd. Take your wife. You won't be disappointed.
Racer Nerd is going to be right behind you. You're going to be going with Racer Nerd.
That's fine.
The Pizza Rock.
I'd be happy to go to with Racer Nerd and his lovely wife to Pizza Rock. Be honored. It is downtown though. We're going to have to take an Uber. Boy, look at that massage, that head massage that Heisenberg is getting. $1.50 a minute, folks, here at the lodge. Great massage. skull likes to get massages,
Haven't got
hour-long
one.
massages.
Haven't got massage in a number of weeks either. Weeks. No alcohol, no massages.
Is that game right over there? That PLO? No,
It's called saving money, Rick. It's a bankroll bonus. Run bet on the felt, cut your massages, cut the booze, and then you're still running good. That's the recipe.
10-7-6, couple spades. Pair of tens for Big Tony with the ace kicker. And Jacob gets away. Spade 4-7-9 says more poker talk, please. All right, we'll give it a try.
Tony on the rebound, takes one down there with top pair. The night's still young, 9:45. Need to hit our numbers by 10:30 if we want bonus poker. This game's not going to stop.
Left hand, left hand. Left hand?
60.
Straddle's on here, swim, raise it up, king, queen. Big Tony in basically call any two mode. Suited 10-6 of hearts on the button, makes the call. Soto comes along with his 10-9 of diamonds. Everybody loves a three-way. Damon's going to give us some cards here. King, king, 6. Just what the doctor ordered for swim.
98% to win this pot as long as he stays in. Big Tony drawing dead.
Not going to slow play anything. Fires out 110.
So Big Tony thinks the 6 is actually decent for him.
Yeah.
But he's drawing dead. This hand is over. We just don't know it yet.
Never know here. Another low card there, so Tony might still be a believer in his pair of sixes. Probably thinking swim would not lead out there, banking trips. 275 for Tony. Tony does indeed get away, so good on Tony for releasing. Could have easily seen him calling down another one. Gets away on the turn, and swim takes down about 600. Two, 5, 10. So the straddle pretty consistent. Action on Jacob.
Last hand.
Raise from Aaron with king queen suited to 100. Jeremy and Eisenberg. Soto all fold. Over to Jacob. Jacob calls with his pocket fives. Big Tony gets out of the way, so it's heads up. Pocket fives versus king queen suited. Jack 4-7. Pocket fives now way in the lead, 71% to win this hand as long as he stays in. Aaron looking for 4 outs right now, or running straight draw. 140 is the bet. And Jacob's going to lay it down.
Yep, C-bet does Aaron, takes it down. Jacob does not want to continue with his fives. Tough to play fives or low pairs without making a set there on the flop. Son up 3.1, Tony 1.5 on the bottom. Jeremy's been pretty quiet in the one seats. after getting felted early with the 9-7 hand that he elected to 3-bet. Runner flush for Aaron. Aaron's still stuck 670.
Yeah, Johnny, I noticed that too. Big Tony really staring at the camera tonight. We say it all the time, Big Tony. When you get a chance to meet him, he's one of those guys that looks exactly opposite the way he actually is. You'd think that he'd be a big, tough guy, and he probably is, but the nicest guy you could ever meet.
Yeah, he's definitely
literally
a tough
the nicest guy. And he loves this stream, folks. He is all about this stream and what it's done for the lodge. And he's just having fun with it.
There's also a TV right by that camera, too, that plays the stream on that half-hour delay. So
right.
Probably looking at a little bit of information.
Take it easy, Derek. Queen 4-4. Good luck tonight on the felt.
Later, Derek.
Another queen. Must play 2 from your hand in PLO. Must play 2.
Yep, a lot of early adapters might get confused there if you have a queen or a 4 in your hand. Oh, I have a boat. That's not the case. Seen a lot of people lose money that way when it's one of their first times playing. Sun takes down another one, so having a good night so far, but never count your chips until the night is finished. Take a look at our VPIP. Heisenberg and Jeremy down at the bottom, but lowest is 28, highest is 62.
Pretty good. 2 in the 60s. The other day, yesterday, yesterday we had 3 above 70%.
Yeah, that was a little nutso. It's tough to play in a game like that when the VPIPs are so high and you know the pockets of the players you're playing against are very deep. So 3-betting isn't as effective because you're not really thinning out the field at all. Just bloating pots that could get you in tricky spots on later streets, but not so much the case tonight, but still an action-packed game as now the button's in the 2 seat, so we are back on our PLO round. A round of each tonight, 1, 2, 5, and 2, 5 hold'em. Action has been good. I've been enjoying myself. I know the majority of the people in the chat have as well. So thanks for tuning in on your Monday night. 7-7-4, 2 hearts. Let's take a peek. Jeremy with a 7. Also with the 5-6, so it's open-ended. I'm going to go take a peek, Rick, as a birdie has tapped me.
All right. Jeremy bets 140. There's the call from Soto. So these two haven't gone head-to-head tonight that I know of, or I can remember. Jeremy and Soto see 2 and 4. Here comes the turn of 5. Be over to Soto on his action in seat 4. He checked it. Back over to Jeremy. Soto in the lead here, but with his trip 7s. With a better kicker. Actually, why does it say that? There you go. Jeremy had the boat. That's what I thought. Jeremy had the boat, and Soto has trip 7s with a pair of kings in his hand. He's going to lay it down. Jeremy's going to win a nice pot, hitting the 5 on the turn. Must use 2. He's using his 7 and 5 for the boat, 7s over 5s. There you see the cumulative winnings. So yeah, that would be a good time right now as we come to the 10 o'clock hour. We're at 9:55 Central Time. At 9:30 is when we need 400 likes.
Cutoff time's 10:30. Everybody knows that. It's a 10:30 cutoff.
And we are sitting at 190, so about 210 behind. On a Monday night here at the Lodge Mahal. Looks like we've got a straddle to 40. Aaron with ace-8-6-4 will fold. They're looking at what happened 30 minutes ago on the stream. Heisenberg with king-jack 9-10. Raised to 155. Back over to Jacob in the big blind. Going to make the call. High. Ace-9-5-3, 2 hearts in his hand. He's going to lay it down. So we'll go heads up. Actually, Big Tony is still in. I'm sorry, he was the straddle to 40. Big Tony with ace-8, deuce-4, 3 clubs in his hand. 3 ways to a flop in this PLO hand. 488 in the skillet. King, king, queen. Trips for both Jacob and Heisenberg. But Heisenberg also with the straight draw to go along with it. All in from Heisenberg. Quick call from Jacob. Looks like they decided on going twice here. There's an ace of diamonds. And a 7 of clubs. So Heisenberg hits his boat. Kings over jacks. Nice big hand for Heisenberg. And it looked like he won one and chopped the other. So we're going to wave goodbye to Damon, the tatted one, the hot dog eating wonder, the Mr. Mustache. He's got 3 nicknames. And I believe Jordan is going to come into the box. Still playing round and round. You're watching Poker Night at the Lodge from the Lodge Mahal in beautiful Round Rock, Texas. Folks, we've got a special tournament while we're doing the dealer change. Special tournament, the I-35 Cup in conjunction with our friends in San Antonio at Rounders. Here's what's going to happen. The week of Thanksgiving, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, we're going to have 2 flights each day, day ones, at each club. It's $500 buy-in. $500,000 is the guarantee. We're going to play down to 9 each club on Sunday. 9 each day on Sunday. They're going to come to the lodge on Monday, and we're going to play it out. Monday, we'll have 18 players here at the lodge. 9 from Rounders, 9 from the Lodge. Somebody that's going to walk away with a big sandwich. This is all happening the week of Thanksgiving. I believe the 22nd, Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. Whatever Tuesday is, the week of Thanksgiving, we will not have any flights or any poker on Thanksgiving Day for that tournament. Skull Mike, I believe, is going to hop out on the table. As a little birdie told me, we lost someone. And we're going to be joined by Big Daddy D. We're going to leave it open there, Alex. Get some air in here. Big Daddy D, who joined me the other night for a little while, was out in the room and playing some poker, so he's going to step in as we get a flop from Jordan, 994. And trips for Song with his 9553 in his hand. 59% to win. Heisenberg with aces has 0% chance to win right now. King of Diamonds. Song still with trips. Wouldn't know the answer to that question, Trottier. Wouldn't know the answer because we don't ask. Deuce of Diamonds on the river. Son is going to win with trips. He's going to show trips, and Heisenberg's going to show his aces. So Big Daddy D, welcome back to the bunker. That's Skull Mike went.
Thank you, Slick Rick. I appreciate it. Always a pleasure. Hunkered down in the bunker. It always means we're going to get a show from Mike a little bit later. Hopefully we'll see some good play from him.
Absolutely.
Looking at the round and round. First time we've had this on the stream, is that right?
I know we've played PLO before. I don't know if we've ever done a round and round. Skull Mike would correct me if he would tell me I'm losing it and I don't remember things. But I don't remember a round and round. I do remember PLO we played before.
Sure. Well, it's a great lineup here. I'm excited to be a part of it. Thank you for letting me come in. I'm assuming it changes when it gets to the 1 seat. Is that what we're doing tonight?
As soon as it crosses over the dealer's body into the 1 seat, we change games. Jeremy will fold over to Heisenberg, who just lost with pocket aces. He's got ace, king, 9-8, a couple diamonds in his hand. Swim comes along.
This is quite an interesting lineup, knowing what I know of these players. This I'm assuming has been an action-packed few couple hours, I'm assuming.
Oh, absolutely. With Son, Big Tony, High.
They are not shy.
I mean, this is crazy action.
When they're not on the stream,
and Jacob.
Yes. When they're not on the stream, they're normally playing on table 5, and those games get absolutely crazy here at the Lodge, and they go super late. Rick, I've come in at 7 in the morning, and the people that were there at 11 p.m. are still there.
It's crazy.
Going crazy. We got an interesting 3 ways here to the flop.
387 in the skillet. We'll get a flop. Ace, 10, king, Skittles. Pair of ace, 2 pair for Heisenberg. But you see, I don't know why Heisenberg is only 38%. Help me understand that one, but we'll see.
Backdoor diamonds.
Yeah, maybe.
For Jacob. And PLO backdoor does come into play a lot more often. The big tourney does have the king, queen of diamond blockers there.
There's the all-in from Jacob for 515. Big Tony calls. And Heisenberg is...
Now Heisenberg's thinking to himself, does someone have queen jack here? Where am I sitting?
He just calls.
But he does just make the call there.
So Jacob is all in. Right now Jacob's playing ace jack for a pair of aces. Must play 2. Heisenberg's playing his ace-king for 2 pair. And here's the turn. There's the queen. So Big Tony now with 2 pair.
And more importantly, Jacob locking up the win there.
Yeah, he's got the straight
Locking up the
now.
Broadway.
Broadway using a jack with a friend. And he's going to have Broadway.
The old adage in PLO, you don't want the nuts in the flop.
No.
Because it always seems to change. And this time working out well for Jacob there. The ace-jack hitting that Broadway action.
Yeah, mixed game. Mike, thank you for that. Heisenberg has no redraws. Thank you for that.
Son up 3.7 thousand. See a couple other winners. High winner, Jacob and Soto. Looks like Big Tony's had a rough night so far. Still plenty of action to go. I can assure you, knowing Son, those chips are very, very live. Not one to lock up a win.
Krista Kopp says, I told my wife that Chatsville has become my second family. She gave me a look. Krista Kopp, invite her into Chatsville. You know, the best compliment we ever got was from a gentleman who said, you know, I love poker. I'm all about poker. I play it 5 times a week. I watch the stream, and my wife, who knows nothing about poker, she watches it with me, and we both enjoy your stream. Best compliment Skull Mike and I have ever received during our time doing this show. And we like to think that even if you don't like poker, you're going to have a little fun watching our show. On to the next hand. The only person we see there, we see Heisenberg's cards. Don't know what High has yet.
Double suited aces, one of the
go.
best possible hands in PLO. Definitely a great hand to go ahead and 3-bet with. It's unfortunate that Son's not in the pot. For him, Heisenberg going to make the call with the 9-5-3 deuce. And we're going to see 3 cards. Looks like Jacob also called.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard for the readers to keep up PLO. That's why we don't do a whole lot of PLO, mainly for this reason, is sometimes the readers don't. It takes a little while, and we have to re-enter some things, and it causes a little bit of delay. For television purposes and for show purposes strictly, Hold'em is a much easier and more conducive to what we're trying to do on the live stream. But we like to every now and then bring it out. Queen 7 deuce, Skittles. Pair of queens for Jacob. Aces still for High.
Top pair no good here.
Backdoor, 2 backdoor flush, nut flush draws for High. Heisenberg lets it go. And we've got a all-in from, if it will take all of it, from Jacob.
It should take it all, if my math is right. Looks like he's got some, my goodness, High sitting here with the best hand. Hard to know that.
Yeah. So a raise can be 3 times the bet plus whatever's in the middle. So if High made it 300, it could be 900 plus whatever's already in the pot.
And High's going to make the call here. And they're going one time.
They're going one time here.
High making the great call there.
In
Heavy
good
favorite.
shape with aces. There's a 9. And the 4 of hearts, and High is going to get there. Aces not nearly, they don't mean nearly as much in this game, pocket aces, as they do in Hold'em. But it's always good to have them, especially in that case. So a huge pot goes to high, and Jacob.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
He's going to reload. Checks the table 11. Slick Rick, Big Daddy D now, as Skull Mike has made his way over onto the felt to fill in for one of the players who is about to get felted any minute now.
It's always sad to see that happen. But it's great to see Skull Mike on the felt, so hopefully we'll see some fireworks coming around. Rick, I confess, I missed the joke of the night. Was there ones involved?
Yes, many ones.
Many ones?
Many ones, a few twos, as Grand Poobah always likes me to say. Many ones, a few twos.
Fair enough. Chris, I definitely understand where you're coming from. As a full-blooded Italian man with many Italian relatives, I understand the stubbornness that can come from that side sometimes. But glad she enjoyed the joke tonight. Hopefully she'll come and watch it.
Chris, what's your wife's name? I'll give her a shout out right now. Maybe we'll get her to watch that way. Johnny Hunter, Heisenberg looks like Mike Emmentrout dressed up as in Walter White. Another great character in Breaking Bad. I love the Mike character in Breaking Bad. Probably there's so many good characters.
Definitely.
In that.
And have you seen Better Call Saul, Rick?
Oh, yeah.
Love how they expanded his role and really got to delve into him there.
I wish, though, they could do so much with Better Call Saul. I mean, even if Saul just in the grocery store runs into Walter White, because it's a prequel.
Right.
So he's not dead in Better Call Saul. Even if they just ran into each other in a cameo in the grocery store, it would be funny.
It's rumored to happen this season.
Uh-oh. All right.
We'll see what happens.
Trips for Big Tony, hits the 3 on the river. I just think they could have done a lot more, because Breaking Bad was about as good as you can get, and with all the hoo-ha, brouhaha over the Sopranos ending and people going, because Sopranos prior to Breaking Bad was my number one all-time drama series on cable, drama.
Sure.
Breaking Bad has simply replaced the Sopranos, and it was the antithesis of what the Sopranos ending was, which had a lot of questions. Breaking Bad tied everything up in a nice big bow, put the bow on it, and let you go and end. You didn't have any questions.
It's
what
truly
happened
a
to Walter?
masterpiece.
Yeah.
Yes. It is fantastic. One of the best TV shows ever made.
Yeah.
The best. I agree with you, Rick. Best drama.
I think so.
I do agree. Some people put The Wire in there, The Sopranos, like you mentioned.
I mean, Sopranos was my all-time favorite, but it's just the amount of just was too good every episode. It was like candy for the every night when it was on. So, on to the next hand of PLO.
Looks like we have probably 2 more hands of PLO before we go back to the Hold'em. Jacob here with the 8875.
Poobah. Gonna get that on a t-shirt. Lots of ones, couple of twos. Oh my goodness.
Poobah always with the quick words.
He loves this show. And we love him. There we go. $80 is the bet.
We love him, however. Pretty sure this week he is my opponent in fantasy football.
Uh-oh.
So, the war has begun. We're doing a freeze out. Just going to try to intimidate him into making some mistakes. We'll see what happens there.
All right. So it looks like we're going to go 6 ways. Is there all 6? I see.
We definitely have. We do have 6 ways.
Yeah, 6 ways.
PLO is definitely a game where you don't want to try to have too many people going free flop here.
King Jack 10. Are they all clubs? 2 clubs. So we're looking for the ace queen, and Swim has the Broadway.
And amazingly enough, no one has clubs.
No one has the flush draw. No one has it.
Soto with a set of 10s here.
Seti McGetty.
And the queen. You see he's actually the favorite. And my guess is that we'll probably see him raise this up. Getting it all. Oh, he just called. With his set and open-ended.
Seti McGetty for Soto. Broadway already there for Swim. Club comes out. It's going to cause a lot of, slow this down. Does not come.
Interesting
so now you got
that
a flush draw now for Soto. All in and a call.
But that flush draw for Soto no good, as Swim has the nut spade draw. He needs the board to pair or an ace
to chop. That doesn't come. So the Broadway from Swim is going to carry on like you mentioned earlier. He flopped Broadway and it remained good to win, which isn't always the case in PLO.
Yeah. Definitely good for Swim there. Soto taking the beat in stride. Gonna be rebuying there.
Only 3 players right now are in the green. Everyone else is in the red. There you see your cumulative winning. Big nuts. I saw the Many Saints of Newark. Good job on that movie. Showing how Tony Soprano actually came to be as a youngster.
That's the new movie that just came out, is that right?
Yeah.
Is it good?
I enjoyed it just because I love The Sopranos so much, but again, I think there could have been some things that could have tied it in a little bit more, but it was well done.
Good to hear. I haven't seen it yet. I have been busy doing some things. Planning on seeing it in the next week or two, though.
Andy, the reason why Son and High are exchanging, they've got a side bet on looks like red and black, whatever comes out on the flop. So every time there's a flop, they have money away from the table that they're just trading back and forth, that they're passing over. It's not something we really like to do, but it is what it is. But that's why you're seeing High and Son pass money. So
they love the gamble.
Yes.
And Son and High, from personal experience, I've done this for 10, 12 straight hours every single flop. Red, black. I've seen them stop with the chips, Rick, and they just write it down on a notepad and then settle up at the end. These guys go crazy. They normally stop so that Son can go make his donuts about 3:30 in the morning and then come back.
Yes.
And but it is a great gamble here. Great action. You normally find them on table 5, but tonight you can find them on table 11.
Under the lights. There you go.
Under the lights.
1,100 in the pot. 4 ways to a flop. Playing PLO. 8-Jack-3 Skittles.
Son flopping the ramp here with a 10-9-7. Heisenberg with open-ended and a pair. And he's going to get called by at least Son. Jacob with 2 pair, top and bottom, might come along.
You mentioned wrap, and it's actually anytime more than 2 cards can help you with a straight in this game.
That's right. For those of you still new to the game, any queen, any 10, 9, or 7.
Yeah.
It's going to do it for Son.
Jacob thinking about it with his 2-pair, Jackson 3s.
Looks like Son went all in, or potted it, I should say, over the top. Putting Jacob at a decision, I'm assuming, for all of his chips. And looks like Jacob's going to make... Oh, he takes the call. He makes the call here.
Shows Jackson 3s. Heisenberg got Jackson 8s, 2-pair, and Son with the wrap.
No, 7 to queen. 7 to queen.
285 of you in the live chat, coming up 10 minutes away from the overtime where we needed 400 likes. Jordan putting it all out there.
Going 2 times.
Going 2 turns, 2 rivers. There's a diamond now. Diamond draw.
Backdoor diamonds now for Son. Can also pick up a queen here for Broadway.
Oh, diamonds, 1 for Son. Picks up the nut flush. He just comes out of nowhere. There's a queen.
Oh my goodness.
For a straight.
Scoop, scoop.
Ace 10 will scoop the, and Ace 10 will scoop both. One with the flush and one with, and Son just is laughing, and there goes Heisenberg. He will exit. We thank him for playing. Always one of the great guys here at the Lodge. He's on one of the posters we've got set up, but I think he's going to call it a night. His son comes from way downtown to take both, one with a flush, the other with...
The backdoor draw there came so important in PLO to make sure you're realizing your backdoor equity. Son's getting in, and I think this is going to be where we see Skull Mike enter into the 2 seat.
Yeah, pretty soon. He'll another couple minutes. And Son, what a hand for Son. He's just stacking chips.
He's now up 5K roughly.
There's
Although it does look like he's losing the red and black bets, though. So I'm sure he's going to be devastated by that.
Yes, it was a good game by Heisenberg. Always good to see him. And now we're back to Hold'em, folks. So the PLO round always takes about twice as long as the Hold'em round does, or longer.
Always quite an adjustment going from betting with a pot limit to going to no limit. Quite an adjustment these players are making here. Ace King versus 9-8 suited.
Big Slick versus 8-9 and 2 clubs. So aces for high, club draw for swim.
High a very wide range normally when he plays. Hold'em. My guess is swim, if he knows that at all, is probably going to come along here.
100 is the call. Clubs for swim. But high has the king of clubs. He's got to think. High says, well, I'm drawing for the nuts here. Swim already has the flush. High has 5 outs. Thinking he probably has a lot more.
I guess we're going to see a race of probably somewhere in the ballpark of 900. Ooh, 1125 here from swim. Should let High know exactly where he is. makes the call. To a river.
No club, so Swim is going to win this hand. It's just a matter of how much he's going to win. Will High call anything more? He's got ace with the king kicker. 1,500 is the bet. 3 purple chips. High looking it over now. Got 3,100 behind. This would be about half his stack. Yeah, Aaron was on the stream when Pokerface Ash was here. He was the one that took his hat from and was wearing Aaron's hat. That's seat 9 if you think he looks familiar. Here we go for a high. Just thinking right now about calling a $1,500 bet. Doesn't look like he's going to get away from it. He's counting out the chips. He makes the call.
I likes calling here. Unfortunately, Swim's going to give him the bad news.
Slick Rick along with Big Daddy D, Alex, who is, you were dealing to me the other night.
I was.
You're going to deal and also be one of the great supervisors as well. What do they call it? The dual personality, you know? Dealer and it's good to deal.
Yes, sir.
Dealing's fun.
I've been working here for since February, so about 20 months now, or 18 months, I can't count. And absolutely love it here at the lodge, and excited to continue working. And love all the players here at the lodge as well. The staff is great. The players are what make the lodge fantastic.
Hello, Steve. How are you? Good to see everybody. 292 in the chat. 10:27 p.m. Central Time, and about 3 minutes away. So I'm going to look at where we are with the overtime number. We set it at 400. We're about 215 tonight. A little low, but we thank everybody who did hit the like. That always helps the YouTube land spread the word out to more and more people. Realize there's a lot going on tonight, as is every night. Can't always hit the overtime number, even though we have a very good percentage. Probably 90% of the time we hit the overtime number. 100 is the bet from Son.
Son is running so well tonight. Always seems to be running pure. Now, Rick, he's running about as well as you were when I was dealing to you. Is that right?
No. I did win today in the dealer's mix game,
okay.
But I've been having a little tough time lately. I'm not. So it happens. You go through stretches.
Or a little downswing, yeah.
Where you flop the draw and the open ender and it just doesn't come, or you flop a flush draw, it just doesn't come. It happens. Then there are nights when it hits every time.
Sure.
So, but it's fun. I enjoy it. That dealer mix game is fun.
Yes. Tonight they're playing Badoogie Stud 8.
8, 5, 4, 2 hearts. Heart draw, nut flush for high.
And the straight flush draw for high. Nice hand there. And
Jacob lets it go.
That's Soto making the call with king high.
Big Tony made the bet with 5 with an ace kicker, pair of 5s. Don't know what Soto has planned.
Here.
Club on the turn. Big Tony still with a pair of 5s. Jack of hearts. There's the hearts for high. Love and life. Puts out 200. Big Tony says, nope. This is my exit ramp. And high is going to win with the nuts. Yeah.
Still waiting for Skull Mike to have a seat. Be sitting there momentarily, though. As you see the VPIP.
I tell you what, though, speaking of dealers playing, one thing, dealers, they do like to gamble, but they also, pound for pound, ratio for ratio, they tip the most. Dealers like to tip other dealers. I've noticed that.
Yes, as they should. If you're in the tipping industry, you should tip your coworkers.
So if you're a dealer, you kind of want to deal the game that's going on in the back room right now. 110 is the bet from Jeremy with ace-jack offsuit.
Tonight, they normally have been playing 4-8, but if I'm correct, tonight was a 5-10.
Yeah, they've
no blue chips, all red chips.
I kind of like all the stacks and stacks of blue chips.
And definitely a lot of fun back there. Not only is it good from that perspective, Rick, but it's also just a lot of fun because you're playing with all your friends.
Oh, yeah.
And playing a game that you're not probably seeing all the time. We normally are dealing Hold'em and PLO and those things. As Aaron goes all in with the ace-queen offsuit. Interesting decision here from Aaron, taking advantage here. Hasn't had a hand. I think this is his first hand he's made it to the flop with since I've sat down. And he gets the fold from a fold around. Takes advantage of his image. Oh. Did he get a call from? Get a call from Jacob. Just kidding. There, you get a call from Jacob there.
Both players with ace-queen looking for clubs is Jacob. There's one. Now, it's going to be a chop. Chop City. On to the next hand.
Hillbilly with the roll with the War Eagle. Get that out of here. It definitely is interesting being an SEC fan here in Texas. I'm a diehard Florida Gators fan. But I was looking around and I had to buy a Texas shirt. Rick, there's not much gear I can get out here. So I decided to get the Longhorn shirt. Rep the Longhorns, even though they're not quite my team.
There you go. They'll be in the SEC soon enough.
Yes.
Oklahoma and Texas going, but 6,200. Son is winning. Not a bad sandwich. There he is, folks. The man, the myth, the legend, Skull Mike, sitting in seat 2. Loving life. Will be here for the last hour of the show.
Looking here, we've got a nice little 3-bet from Swim with the ace-queen offsuit.
The game is not uncapped. It was a $1,000 cap match stack, so at this point, it's pretty much uncapped because anybody could match Son's stack right there.
Son should have
about 7,000 in front of him at least because he
looks
bought
like
in for 1,000.
Swim is saying it's 10K?
Could be because he could have matched the stack prior to him. His initial buy, everybody bought in for 1,000, and then it became match stack.
You see Swim there. Swim definitely has quite a lot with the yellow and purple. Those beautiful purple chips, $500 a piece. High making the wager there with
Buck
the
and a
queen
squirt.
jack. Top pair and a gutted ball.
You're all good. I'm taking really long.
Son will fold. Go to the river. River is the 6 of clubs. Swim is going to win with his queen with the ace kicker. Pair of queens with the ace kicker. 3 1/4. The bet from Soto.
Soda with the
his
fancy
pair of
hand
tens.
tricks. My
Yeah.
guess is that Swim's probably going to make this call.
Thinking it through right now.
Misdraws all over the place.
He does
No
make the
reason
call.
to raise.
And Swim says, I can beat a pair of tens. I got a pair of queens. There's your chip count. Swim 10,900. Son 7,100. Yeah, I thought Son was going to have about 7. Skull Mike 3K. Bought in for 3K. Aaron 1,900. High 1,600. Big Tony 1,400. Jacob has 379. But a lot of chips on the table for this game. There you see Skull Mike. Back to Hold'em. Skull Mike that looks down at 4-5 offsuit and folds, as does Soto and Swim. Son with deuce 6 suited says I can play. So they're going to go 4 ways to a flop.
Son not worried about range necessarily. He takes his 2 cards and goes for it.
King, queen, 8. Pair of queens for High. Pair of 8s for Aaron. It goes straight to the turn. Ace is going to slow everything down. Ace of spades. And an 8 on the end, so trips for Aaron. He's going to win this small pot. Doesn't even have to show. We'll take it down.
Once again, the V-pip, the voluntarily put in pot stat. Jacob and Big Tony not shy. Son only at 40%, which is surprising because it feels like Son has been in every pot.
So a couple things to tell you about once again. The Thanksgiving tournament, the I-35 Cup in conjunction with our friends at Rounders. Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday are 2 flights each day, $500 buy-in, a $500K guarantee. Sunday, both clubs, Rounders and the Lodge, will play down to their final 9. And then on Monday, those 18 players will come to the Lodge, and we will figure out who is going to win that table. The final table of that tournament, the Thanksgiving I-35 Cup, will be live streamed here on Poker Night at the Lodge. So check it out. Check the website for more information. It's a $500 buy-in for a $500K guarantee, which we think is going to go way over that.
Yes.
And so what a value that could be. So check it out.
I would imagine to see that guarantee crushed.
No games will be played on Thursday. So it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday are the flights. 2 flights each day, $500. Enter as much as you can. Fire as many bullets as you want.
And at both clubs. If you are at Rounders and you give a couple bullets there, not feeling as good.
Seti Maggette now for Swim. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's at the final table. Will there more from Rounders at the final table, or will there be more from the Lodge at the final table? 400 is the bet from Swim with his set. Over to High. He's got a pair of kings. Not much else. But he doesn't like to fold.
High does not like to fold. And the set is going to take it down. Swim.
And High's going, I shouldn't have called chips there. And then, speaking of tournaments, we had so much success with Millionaire Mayhem, which ended with such a positive response from all over the country. There were no lines. It went so smooth. We nearly doubled the guarantee on the first tournament. We had our main event. We guaranteed 1.25. We got to 1.77 million. everyone had a good time. So what do? We decided, hey, we're going to do a Spring Mayhem, February 22nd through March 6th. The events are still being worked on as we speak. Rumor has it there may be a mystery bounty tournament. I don't know. That would be fun.
Love the mystery bounties.
Those are kind of fun, where if you win a bounty and you don't know exactly how much the bounty's worth until the end, it could be worth quite an amount of money. I know Anthony and Joe are working on those events, and they'll be out as soon as we have them. We will relay them to you.
Speaking to Anthony about some of his plans, definitely got some good things cooking.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe definitely a mystery bounty tournament from Grand Poobah.
Yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun. But, we know now what we can do. Queen 9-5, we know that we can fill a room. Another set for this time for Aaron, Seti Maggette of 5s. We know that this room can handle a lot of people, that we can put, that the dealers were just so on point during our tournament. When we needed a table, we got a table up and running. There was no waiting. And it was simply an incredible sight to see this whole room, 60 tables, in action. We know what we can do. Jack of spades.
High here in some trouble as Aaron checks his bottom set. High goes all in with a snap call from
And he's
Aaron.
going to see again. He's going a set of 5s again. I can't get away from these 5s. Looking for a king or a 10. The 10, and High gets there. And Aaron is going, oh my goodness. I just saw a set of 5s win, and you just see a set of 5s lose.
And Rick, as we talk about the success of the Millionaire Mayhem, a lot of it, the dealers are absolutely fantastic. There was also no lines for registration, and we have to give a great shout out to our staff, our cage workers, our front desk people who knew exactly what to do. We had the system worked out.
Well, and Nakia
pretty closely
ran the new member, because everybody, what you forget is you have to fill out, even though it doesn't take long, you do have to fill out a one-page form to become a member of the lodge. And I believe it was your idea to put the membership registration in the back of the house, and I think Joe gave you credit for that idea.
Appreciate that. It was definitely a success all the way around. Really thankful for the staff that we had here to help it out. I think I heard the longest wait time that anyone had to wait from the time they walked on the door to the time they got a tournament seat was 8 minutes.
Incredible.
Which for a series of this size,
are you kidding?
Definitely speaks to the organization of and the competency of our front desk, our cage. Great job on their parts, and we're excited to do it again. And
I just from all the people, and we've talked about this numerous times, all the people that came in from out of town, there was just nothing negative said about any part of their experience. The comfortable chairs, the amount of room between each table, the no waiting. The dealers were on point. We had some of the best dealers from all over the country, including our staff. So it's just well done from top to bottom. I don't, other than the parking, which we filled up a lot of parking spaces.
We did.
And
thousands, plural.
But even that, we'll have an answer to that. Everybody got a space. It's just some had to walk a little further than others. But I think we've got an answer to that too. 125 is the bet, and Soto's going to win that pot. Yeah, I think we have a plan for the employees. There's a whole bunch of parking spaces behind the shopping center that no one utilized, I don't think. And I think if we utilize those with even some employees, I think that'll alleviate. There's always some things. It was our first time ever doing it, and knock on wood, there wasn't many cons that you had to go over.
Correct.
There's a lot of pros and not a lot of cons that you had to work through.
And the great thing about the lodge is we're always innovating, always improving, always helping our customers be the best poker room that we can be, best experience. And for those of you watching the stream, we are now back onto the PLO, the Pot Limit Omaha. And we promptly have a straddle to 10 and a double straddle to 20 because that is how we play Omaha here at the Lodge. The coffee bill is very high here, Racer Nerd. We do go through a lot of coffee. The coffee, also the soft drinks. My goodness.
I mean, during Millionaire Mayhem, it was ridiculous how many soft drink cases and cases we were going through.
And what's amazing to me is I found out what people like.
Yeah.
And honestly, Rick, I had my guess on what people were thinking. But the Coke Zero,
yes,
without question,
what I drink.
It was 3 times as popular as any other drink.
Yep.
And so we will keep working on making sure those are fully staffed. And the drinks are there as we have a big pot developing here. It looks like it was popped to 120 by who else? Son.
6 ways. There's our man, Skull Mike. Gonna come along. Haven't seen him in too many pots so far.
Yeah, 4 ways to the flop, it looks
5
like.
ways.
5 ways?
5 ways to a flop. And 9 Queen King. Skull
Swim.
Mike flops 2 pair.
Swim flopping the straight there.
Straight Jack 10 for Swim.
Big Tony with some backdoor hearts.
There's a 10 ball. Now diamonds come into play.
Swim
And
still with
Aaron
the best
has
hand.
the nut diamond draw.
Son deciding to lead out with baby diamonds.
Son with 0 chance to win this hand makes the bet of 400. His only chance is to make a bet here and get some people to fold. Tony does. Aaron with a couple players behind him, but he has the nut diamond draw.
He also does have a backdoor straight draw. Jack would give him the nuts as well.
Skull Mike folds his 2 pair over to Swim, who flopped the straight. Now it's not the nut straight anymore. Must use 2. He's using the Jack 10 or the Jack 9, whichever he prefers right now. Oh, and Skull Mike would have had a boat. Skull Mike folded his Queen 9. He would have got there.
Skull Mike. My guess is that we're probably going to see this check around.
Let's see if we can get a picture of Skull Mike's face. Don't see it. There's the straight. That's going to win. And don't see Skull Mike's face in seat 2. He had the Queen 9. Made the right lay down.
One of us looks like we have a set. Oh, yeah.
There's your V-pip. Skull Mike just getting started here, but he's at 16%. Big Tony up at the top, along with Jacob.
You know what's amazing about Chatsville is we say some things and then all of a sudden conversations start going about the sodas. I will say I did not realize there was a difference between Mexican Coke and American Coke until recently. Experienced that at Epcot, the wide, wonderful world of Coke there.
Yeah.
Delicious.
I'm a Coke Zero guy. I mean, it is a big difference than Diet Coke, and it's still 0 calories. I used to be a fan of what they're calling, the Mexican Coke, which is made in Mexico and it's made with pure cane sugar. It is a different taste of the Coke. I can't drink a regular Coke now. Now that I drink Coke Zero, the regular Coke just is way too sweet.
And it gives me heartburn as well.
Not so much me, but it's the sweetness. But used to love the regular Coke. Queen 4 ace, couple of clubs. Nut club draw for Soto, along with his pair of aces. Now trips for there, and we got a
whole
tie
bunch
with
going
also
on.
trips with the king kicker.
Also with backdoor club or with the front door clubs, he does not want to see a club.
Yeah, club would be disastrous for high.
He also does not want to see a 10.
There's the deuce. High is going to win this hand as long as he stays in. 2 1/4 from Soto.
Should be pretty much a snap call from high.
Looking, do I have a boat? No. Do I have trips? Yes, with a king kicker. 3-5 beats him. Ace queen. He's going to lay it down.
Oh my goodness. High
Interesting.
loves to call
Yeah.
and decided not to when he was actually good there. But that's why you make bets. And that's why we don't go with just the percentages there. I don't know that Son has ever folded a hand pre-flop. Frankly, I was surprised to see his VPIP is under 50%. Poobah, I was expecting that number to be in the 90s.
I don't know. I don't know if it's good for me or bad for me. I've read different things about diet sodas are not necessarily very good for you to be drinking, but I like the taste. What can I tell you? I like the Coke Zero. Every now and then, you know what I like? I like a Dr. Pepper. Every now and then I like a Dr. Pepper.
Definitely.
They have a Dr. Pepper museum in Waco, which is north of Austin, about 100 miles away from here, north, and it's a Dr. Pepper museum. So if you're a Dr. Pepper fan, that's where the museum is, in Waco, Texas. Skull Mike looking down at King 6-4 deuce, couple of diamonds, will fold.
When I moved to Texas 2 years ago,
Yeah.
Slick Rick, and
Yeah.
there's two things I learned that Texans love here,
Yeah,
and that is Dr. Pepper and Whataburger.
yeah.
Those two things aren't as universally loved as they are here in Texas.
No, I get it.
But definitely,
I think Dr. Pepper more than Whataburger, but yeah, I get it.
definitely they love both.
King 5-4. Flush draw for high. Pair of kings with an ace kicker for Son. There's the straight for Jacob with the 6-7.
Jacob also has a smaller flush draw, and it's going to be enough for him to pot it.
He puts it all of his chips in there, which is, and he's going to give the $3 extra to Jordan.
What a guy.
All in. Big Tony looking at his hand. Says nothing can come my way tonight. And Jacob is going to show his 6-7 for the nuts.
Once again, in case those are wondering, those are off the table chips.
Yes.
Those are off the table chips. When you got the itch to gamble, sometimes you just got to gamble, I guess. But looking here at the Lodge Cam, see multiple tables running here tonight. We have our Big O tournament. That's the 5-card high-low tournament. We had close to 100 entries. I believe we had 93 entries tonight.
Just amazes me every single day the amount of people that come through the doors here at the Lodge Mahal. And we thought, honestly, and it was, the old lodge was something really special, and it was a lot of fun, and we thought, oh, this place is amazing. And now that we're at the Lodge Mahal, looking at where we were, it's kind of hard to believe.
Yes.
That what a nice place.
It definitely
have.
I was actually just talking to somebody about this the other day about how when I was at the lodge, I thought it was the nicest room in the world.
Right.
And now that I'm here, my goodness.
Yeah,
it got better.
It is pretty incredible.
Definitely love it here.
Big Tony's going to call. We'll go 3 ways to a flop.
And the action on a Monday night even, Rick. This is a Monday night.
Monday.
I had some friends text me. They asked me if they wanted to go to a different club tonight, and I said, I'm good. I'm going to the lodge. That friend came back to the lodge later tonight because the other place had no games going.
That's
so Love the lodge here. Love the action. The tables are going great.
So what do we got here? We got
Let me see
ace
this
king
hand here.
for Soto. Pair of aces. Flush draw for Big Tony. Doesn't get there. So 2 pair. Aces and queens with the king kicker. It's going to be Soto, but Big Tony makes the bet, trying to make a play here. Big Tony trying to buy this pot. Basically, he's got queens and deuces. Big Tony is going to win a nice pot with a good bet. And he's going, I'm not winning any hands, getting them. I've got to manufacture my wins tonight. There you see the cumulative winnings. Big Tony down 2,400. Aaron and Jacob down 2,500. Soto down 1,800. A lot of red. Skull Mike down 155. High up 199. Son up 5,500. And Swim is winning 6,800.
Swim crushing it here. Mixed games, Mike. I have to kind of disagree with you on the Whataburger there, on the best fast food burger. For those of you that come to Austin, in my opinion, the best fast food in Austin, there's a restaurant called P. Terry's.
Yeah, I like P. Terry's. I'm a bigger fan of P. Terry's than what I've lived here for a long time, and I get the whole Whataburger. My son loves it. Just don't. It's not my favorite. I think part of the reason is because I've been jaded by this Whataburger that's next door to us. It's a training site, so they get a lot of people. A lot of people who train to be Whataburger employees come through this site. So sometimes it takes a little longer.
Yes.
But
yeah, P. Terry's though is delicious. It is only in Austin as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it is.
We also have an In-N-Out here, and I would take In-N-Out and Five Guys over Whataburger any day of the week.
That's blasphemy from a lot of people. But hey, I get it. Everybody has their own opinion.
They do. I guarantee I've eaten more burgers than anyone else in the chat.
6.
So I do consider myself an expert.
An expert. Yeah, 6 for the flop. Queen Jack 4. That's funny. Seti Maggette for Son. Set of queens.
Top set here, but definitely a wet board.
Actually, mixed game Mike, at the end of this hand, I want to tell you something about my favorite burger place in San Antonio. I'll tell you about fast food.
Ooh.
There's an all-in. Jacob gonna see the bad news. Set of queens for Son.
Jacob's still with that flush draw.
Flush draw, but tough.
Not much else.
Yeah, obviously he's gambling for real. Just couldn't figure out. I didn't know the
We don't have Nation. That's a glory. We don't have that here in Texas. There's a jack, so it's over. Boat City for Son. Check, check. No spade, so a boat for Son is going to...
I guess we have. I guess Big Tony also called.
Yeah, but on the side pot, it went check, check.
And
now
Son's
Son
gonna
makes
take it
the
down.
bet. He's going to show the bad news. Queen's over. But mixed game Mike, I want to get your opinion. My favorite burger in San Antonio is a place called Chester's. Very good, the green chili cheeseburger. My God. I wish Chester's came to Austin. Now we'd have a story. Wow, Texas Tech fires Matt Wells. That was still during the season. Never good when you get fired in the middle of the season.
Never good.
Always say about head coaches in any sport, you can be hated and win, you can be loved and lose, but you cannot be hated and lose. That's the story of the head coach's life. You can lose if the people love you.
Chester's in El Paso.
because I did eat at Chester's once in El Paso. It was quite good. I haven't had. Really, you haven't been to the ones in San Antonio? Interesting. I thought they were like a San Antonio staple. Right there on 410. I know they've got several locations. I think one right near Rounders. Anyways.
You know, Rick, I've lived in Texas 2.5 years now. I have yet to be in San Antonio.
Oh, you got to go down there.
Definitely planning on it in the next little bit.
One of my favorite cities. Austin, definitely my favorite Texas city, but so much to do in San Antonio. The Riverwalk, the Alamo, good Mexican food. So much to do. I would highly recommend a day trip.
Yes.
It's only 100 miles. Really, you know, from here to the Alamo, it's probably exactly 100 miles, and easy drive once you get out of Austin. Skull Mike in a hand.
Skull Mike here with the gut shot and the blocker, the ace-high blocker there for the hearts, and now he's got 2 pair to go with it. You know, Slick Rick, tomorrow I'm going to Lockhart, Texas, which is home to 3 amazing barbecue restaurants right in a row there. I'm going there.
Smitty's, Blacks, and Kreitz's.
That's right.
And I'm
going to be doing all 3 of them in about an hour window.
Pace yourself. Pace yourself. Don't load up at the first one. I'm telling you.
This will not be my first time on Lockhart.
All right.
I'm taking Wolfgang Poker.
Oh, nice.
And we are going tomorrow, and that should be a good time. See which one he likes best. Aaron with his bottom set of deuces, but has to hate that run out. If Mike can find a bet here, he is going to take it down.
All he needs is a queen with a friend for Broadway.
Mike does have a lot of showdown value, though, and does check it over.
The set is going to win. Yeah, I've been down to Lockhart several times. Not a very far drive. It's fun to go and do the little go to one, go to the other, go to the other. You also got to go to Elgin at some point, to Southside Market, for their sausage. They're famous for sausage. If you like your barbecue.
Yes.
I always wanted to have somebody open have just one of those vans, a party van, that all it is you go from Lockhart to Elgin to Taylor back to Austin. Do a barbecue tour over the course. You know how they have wine tours?
Yes.
Why not a barbecue tour?
Oh, my goodness.
And
Slick, I think we found our next business adventure. What a great idea. Definitely some of the best barbecue in Texas, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. And in the country, right here in Central Texas. But, well, good luck tomorrow. What, are you guys going to get an early start? When are you going to be out there?
Yeah, we're leaving around 10 a.m.
Oh, nice.
We've got some things to take care of in the afternoon, so we're going to try to be done by about 1:30 there. Nice. So we're taking it. Andy Franklin's, the weight is overrated, the food is not, is my opinion.
Yeah.
If you can find a way to get it without the weight, call ahead, order it ahead, definitely helps out. It is the best brisket I've ever eaten. And believe it or not, I have eaten a lot of brisket in my life.
Mixed Game says if I'm near Rounders, I eat at Rounders. Yeah, good point.
That's fair enough.
Here comes the flop. King 8-6, couple of diamonds. Seti Maggette for swim with the set of kings. Yeah, Franklin's legit. Franklin barbecue. But yes, very, very good. It'll change the way you look at smoked meat.
Yes. And something I didn't realize you smoked, that I found at Black's actually, was the smoked prime rib.
Yes.
I had never had that until I had gone to Lockhart and gone to, I think, Black's and Smitty's both offer it, I believe. And let's just say we're doing it again. As Son decides to do the $80 straddle, we got a 5, 5, 10, 20, 40, 80. Just your typical Monday night here at the Lodge.
275 in the Lodge chat. We are officially end of regulation, so a little extra time here. We're about probably 5 or 10 minutes away from calling it a night. We'll be back in about 48 hours for Wednesday night stream. And then Saturday stream, folks, 2550, action-packed Saturday. Should be pretty amazing on Saturday night. So high with 9-10, 4-8, couple hearts, couple clubs. Big Tony with pocket aces, and neither of them are suited.
You do like your aces to be suited, but he's still going to go ahead and raise here. Rick, do we know who's going to be in the lineup on Saturday?
I don't.
Okay, still working on that?
No, Skull says it's packed. He's been on fire lately with putting together games. It has been something to see. It's an art to put together a good poker game, and Skull Mike does a wonderful job at doing that.
He does. Love Skull Mike. Everything it brings to the stream and to the lodge.
And Big Tony will take that. I do not own the international market and liquor store next door, Bosnia Forever. That's funny. That's funny.
Looks like we have another straddle of 80, and then Big Tony putting on the 160. The 160 is on. Guys, once again here at the lodge. And it looks like we have a 320. We have a straddle here all the way around to the button. 80, 160, 320. Once again, this is a Monday night here at the lodge.
Pretty crazy
Just
action.
your standard 1-2-5 straddle for 320 game. I don't think Mike has been pushed a pot yet tonight. This would be quite one for him to do it.
Queen Jack 9-4.
Not going to be good enough. Surprise Soto folds the kings there. Son.
Big Tony. Looks like he's going to... I don't know how many people have called here, but it's trying to catch up here. There's so much action. Zone with the jacks. Looks like we're going to go 4 ways to a flop. 8-3-6.
Looks like they've turned this into a racehorse. They've turned this hand into a racehorse, simply meaning they put the money in.
And Son is going to win with his Seti Magetti.
For those of you wondering, Son hasn't looked at his cards yet. So he does not know that he has a set of jacks.
There's a jack.
They're revealing it one at a time. High thinks he wins. Son there with the bad news.
Look at him dancing, doing the Son dance. That may be a TikTok trend coming up.
When you run good, right? Good for Son there. And he wins the side bet from high.
Daniel Garrett, thank you to the stream. Rick, my guest, and to everybody with the Lodge Mahal. Thank you, Daniel Garrett, for being part of our show tonight.
You remember last hand I started 20?
There you see the pre-flop raises. Okay, and that's going to do it for the show. Big Daddy D, thank you for joining us, as always. We want to thank the Wizard of Lodge for punching all the buttons. He's our executive producer. And for Skull Mike, who's currently on the felt. My name is Slick Rick. We will see you in exactly 45 hours on Poker Night at the Lodge.
I see you guys trying to figure out what to do. Oh, this is not live?
You see a new setup? Okay.
Let's go.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.